like lookalikes. They not like us. They don't like us. They not like us. They not like lookalikes. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They don't like lookalikes. They not like us. They don't like us. They don't like us. They don't like lookalikes. They don't like us. We the original, number one, uno. We're not alike, you know. Y'all are liar like we made in the image, our likeness. Our image is righteous, our lineage is priceless. You can't buy or sell it, they tried it, they tried to sell it, they tried it. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like lookalikes, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like lookalikes, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like lookalikes, they not like us. They don't like us, they don't like us. They don't like lookalikes, they don't like us. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like lookalikes, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like lookalikes, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us. They don't like lookalikes, they not like us. They don't like us, they don't like us. They don't like lookalikes, they not like us. We the original, number one, uno. We're not out like you know. Y'all are all liar like we're made in the image and likeness. Our image is righteous, our lineage is priceless. You can't buy or sell it, it's right. Can't ever sell it, it's right.
All right, so family, I want you to look at the thumbnail. Now, I didn't even notice it the first time. I'm thinking it's me versus Unc. He's the one calling me out on Saneter TV. But look at the thumbnail. This is Saneter's thumbnail for the discussion. It's me versus three people. Yo, if we're so easy to beat, if we're just parroters of Tariq Nasheed, nothing we say gonna work, then why does it take three or more people versus one FBA? Like, the math ain't mathing. But nevertheless, I accepted the challenge, and it was easy. It was an easy night for me. So I'm gonna play the recap. What was discussed tonight. Other night, you were talking about some other stuff. It was funny. You went to hip hop. Name dash. All right. So let's get into what actually happened. Okay. So what I always knew Uncle was a liar, but I thought he had a limit to how far he was lying. So you guys, if you watched the debate, if you didn't matter. Well, it was no debate, it was me versus everybody. But if y'all are familiar with my discussion about the transgender slave trade, when I said Africans had fought off white people along with the diseases killing off white people. So family, that lets you know that there are diseases in Africa. All right. They'd be lying acting like they come out of Europe and China only. No, most of the diseases come out of China and or Asia and Africa. Anyway, the diseases was kicking the white man ass from invading and coming into the interior of Africa, and Africans were kicking the white man ass. When I told that to in our original conversation over here, he said, no, they didn't. Where did that? He said, no, they didn't. Where's that in the article? So he was implying I made that up. Then on Saneter TV, family, this guy read that as though I never said that, and I was arguing against that. Hey, man, did you guys know Africans fought off the European initially, and the European was unsuccessful? See, I didn't know that. So he read off these articles. Hold on. One second. One second. So then he claims to be reading from this well-respected website. Right, dude, we don't need no crazy well-respected website to speak about the transatlantic slave trade, but we pretty much know what happened. Right. So he read that website. Dude took 30 minutes to respond to me. And he was proposing this information as though I was the one who didn't know, who was arguing against it. Like this. But this is why he can't grow. He did. He can't grow. He's been online for 30,000 years and nobody comes to listen to him. All right. So I was responding to that. So I said, wait a minute. I never denied Africans whooping a white man ass the first round, and I never denied that they were unsuccessful. That was my argument. You argued against that. So I'm going to play that part.
Peace, Sister Dots.
And this is why you know he's in a cult. They say we're in a cult. He's definitely in a real cult. Because I'm reading the chat and I see a bunch of musty Pan-Africans saying, oh, he got you. Like, what? Like, I want you to call in. And by the way, he had the link. Anybody to call in, and everybody in the chat will not click that link and challenge me. All right, so channel FBA News and Updates. Let's go in. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're familiar with the transatlantic slave trade, right?
I certainly am.
Okay. I heard you use the term. Do you still go by this term? Do you still go by that we were kidnapped?
Yeah, because you got to get kidnapped first to get enslaved.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just asking. Okay, so now when we were kidnapped, who did the kidnapping?
Dutch, Portuguese.
All right, so he named 2 European countries, no African countries. Okay, hold on, stop right here. So, brother, you said you're not into pseudo information, right?
No, so you saying that the Portuguese?
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna share my screen this time. Are you familiar with slave raids in Africa?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how unsuccessful the Dutch and Europeans were in the 1400s when they went over there and tried that? They died from diseases and they got killed off by African resilience. Do you know that majority of all the kidnapping were done by Africans?
Man, come on, bro. Like,
that's false? Okay, let me pull it up.
Yes.
Yes, he said that's false. And now I got to pull it up for him. This is guy say source up or shut up. All right.
Talk about.
Okay, you got it.
Hold on now.
Oh my, this is gonna be easy.
What you're doing is you fucking it all up.
Okay, sure. So I'm gonna read it. And
hold on. I'm gonna let you fuck it all up. Then I'm gonna get you and beat you all up. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
And
present the false narrative. Go.
Okay, got you.
Go. I'm muting now.
Let me share my screen. Yeah. All right. So the challenge is really clear. Okay.
Like the video, thumb up the video.
It's a real simple argument. And this guy's supposed to be into history, scientific literacy, all this stupid stuff. All right, check it out. Cool.
Christian game right there. Well, you know the Africans enslaved themselves. You know, you're a Christian talking about a slave.
Okay, so he even repeated what I'm going to look up. Africans enslaved themselves. Okay, sold themselves, kidnapped themselves, and sold them to Europeans. This is common sense.
Nothing to do with the way you think. But go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
all right, so I'm gonna share my screen in a second.
Definitely got an answer for it.
Sure.
Give me a source.
Give you sources though.
Real.
So you want a source?
Do this.
Trade. There we go. So wait 1 second. I'm gonna get your spaghetti.
No, just read that. So
the African slave trade or transatlantic slave trade involved the transportation by slave traders of enslaved African people to the Americas. European slave ships regularly used the triangular slave trade route and its middle passage. Europeans established a coastal slave trade in the 15th and trade to the Americas began in the 16th century, lasting through the 19th century. The vast majority. No.
We gotta stop right there.
No. I'm gonna read. No, I'm gonna leave it up here.
Keep reading. Why?
No, because I'm gonna leave it up here. You read back.
Okay.
The vast, because you don't want to read right here.
I want to keep going, but I want to be chronologically correct.
Now he's trying to stop. I'm gonna leave it up. The vast majority of those who were transported into the transatlantic slave trade were from Central Africa and West Africa and had been sold by West African slave traders to European slave traders. while others had been captured directly by the slave traders in coastal raids. European slave traders gathered and imprisoned and enslaved at forts on the African coast and then brought them to the Western Hemisphere. Some Portuguese and Europeans participated in slave raids. As the National Museum of Liverpool explains, European traders captured some Africans and raids along the coast, but most of them from local African or European dealers. European slave traders generally did not participate in slave raids. You're dead.
Dead, and you're dead again. I dug you up and buried you alive again. You're dead twice.
Go, you're dead.
So here we go. So it says the language slave trade.
Okay, so he's going to read the same article over, like the words are going to change.
And transatlantic slave trade involvement of slave traders and enslaved African people to the Americas. European slave ships regularly used the triangle trade route and its middle passage. So if we stop right there, and the context is it was the Europeans that established these trade routes first, right? So there is no Africans prior to colonialism planning a triangular trade route and building ships. And so these people are at the source of dysfunction in that particular region. There's no argument over that. So now we got the chronology proper. No need to take slaves to the coast or raid anybody and send them across the world without the European involvement. So they are at the source of this, okay? It's business for them. The next sentence says, it says Europeans established. So European, not Africans, but Europeans established a coastal slave trade in the 15th century, and trade to the Americas began in the 16th century, lasting through the 19th century. So Europeans did this, and based off of Europeans doing this, they established the slave trade. Matter of fact, what most people don't know is that these particular...
But the debate is who are the slave raiders, not establishing slaves. I see the chat, but listen, y'all got to listen to the argument. It's who did the raiding, majority. White people, Africans. The article said Africans.
Europeans, right? They put the whole African trade in dysfunction. I'm going to say this again, meaning there was nothing else valuable but slaves. They decentralized trade. That means the trade was based on one thing after they came in. It wasn't based in and wood and all kind of bartering systems of that. They made it based off of slavery. So prior to Europeans coming to Africa, they had a...
All right, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because I know everybody's confused. What the hell is he rebutting? What is he rebutting? My point was clear, and that's my litmus test on this channel with most Pan-Africans and tethers. I want to see if they're going to acknowledge and admit that it was largely Africans responsible for slave raiding, kidnapping, taking, abducting, human trafficking, okay, and selling us to white people, Europeans. They normally don't accept that. He didn't accept it. I knew that. I heard him on different panels acting like it didn't happen and white folks just came over and kidnapped us. So my argument is very clear. I made my argument. He is speaking now. The question is, what the hell is he rebutting? My argument is very clear. Who largely was responsible for kidnapping us, slave raiding us, taking us, abducting us, whatever verb you want to use? Who is responsible? It's either Africans or Europeans. That's it. He's talking, he's reading, he's explaining stuff with family. He's not rebutting me. He's not addressing anything I said. He's not even agreeing with anything I said. He's causing confusion on purpose because this was an L and it's recorded. But this is what they do, but they call everybody else pseudo.
Busting trade and all types.
This is why he's like 0-100 in debates. So let me just fast forward to him not knowing that Africans actually fought off white people and they were victorious. He challenged that. Watch.
To come out and look like what now? Let's say and power. So let's run away from that.
And this has nothing to do with our challenge, but I'm letting him go.
Africans.
So I had to encourage him to keep reading the article. That's that, right?
European trade. It say, and have been sold by West Africa, right, to European slave trades. I agree. It say, while others have been kept.
He agreed. What are we doing? He just said he agreed, but I'll let it finish.
Directly by the slave traders on the coastal raids, European slave raiders gathered and imprisoned at forts on the African coast and then brought them to the Western Hemisphere. It says some Portuguese and Europeans participated in slave raids. Okay. It says as the National Museum of Liverpool explains, it says European traders captured some Africans in raids along the coast. It say, but brought most of them from local African and African Europeans. See, African European dealers. But
they were African. But go ahead.
No, it's man, African or African European dealer. So what's the African European dealer thing, yo?
As you can see, we're arguing African versus European. Okay.
Read the next sentence and you'll get it.
Okay. It say European slave traders participate in slave raids. We know why.
Europeans did not generally participate in slavery. This is an embarrassing debate. Okay. Embarrassing. He read it 2-3 times and he agrees. What are we talking about? He tried to change it to something else. No, we're debating who largely sold us to slavery, or kidnapped us, sold us to white people. It was African, my guy. It's called a slave trade. It was a buyer and seller.
European slave traders generally did not participate in slave raids. We know why. You explained it. Because the niggas couldn't handle the heat and the malaria and all that. It say this was primarily because life expectancy of Europeans in sub-Saharan Africa was less than 1 year. Why are you moving?
So you can read the rest.
Wait, because due to the endemic, malaria. Oh, you messed me up. Sub-Saharan malaria.
Right here. You were here.
Okay,
he was right there. So he couldn't read the whole article. I went up, but he's trying to do the 14. Bro, I'll just push the article up so you can read the whole thing, bro. That's it.
Coastal raids found that slave raiding was too costly and often ineffective. I said ineffective.
European slave raiding was ineffective. I mean, goddamn.
Effective and opted for commercial relations. Yeah, okay. Yo. Hey, so how does that make your point?
Okay. All right, so he said make my point. The point's done, dude. I said Africans largely slave raided us, kidnapped, took us, all that type of stuff. You said it was Europeans. We debated. That's an L, bro. You died at your source. Now you guys can twist the debate and make it something else. That was very clear from the beginning. That's all I had on that right there.
So what I normally do, this is what respected researchers do. We make our point and land our plane. Now, when he goes, he's going to go and talk in circles and talk about everything else and not address anything I said and even not agree with anything I said. So if we're debating and I read a source, I make an argument and I go and you go next. Like people want to know, do you agree? Do you disagree? Like where we at? He literally just went next and started reading a source about Africans fighting off white people, which he denied when I said it in that same dialogue. So I'm going to fast forward to that at some point.
All right. Oh, go ahead and explain yourself. You got the floor.
All right. So as you can see, it's the 40-minute mark. This guy went so goddamn long, man. Look, family. Look, family. Look, he starts at the 40-minute mark. Listen, look what I'm pointing at. He starts at the 40-minute mark. Look when he finishes. He finishes right here. A goddamn 20 minutes, man. Family. What? That's 18 minutes. It took him 18 minutes. 18 minutes. You can't take this guy serious.
Oh, yeah, I had to unmute. Okay, sorry. This dude is crazy. I'm gonna share my screen again and show you his definition of freedmen. He don't got the 5 indigenous tribes up there. He got U.S. descendants.
Okay, so he tried to flim-flam me.
I forgot about that part. Then he gonna try to when we talk about freedmen, he gonna try to mention the freedmen that was enslaved by the 5 tribes. As though I didn't know that because I didn't speak about it. I didn't speak about it because presentation was only addressing the freedmen who was us, descendants, that's us, who were formerly enslaved by white people who were emancipated. That was on his slide. He didn't have both freedmen on there. So what I'm saying is he's learning things later. So he's having conversations that he's not ready for. He's learning things 3 months later, like revenue, and he's trying to not even come back to me, but he's going to other platforms and talking about those things as though he addressed them with me when we first engaged, like revenue. All right. So and then that's another thing. So right here, I expose him with just the thumbnail that he has, the first screen. But he wouldn't even let me play the video because Saneter asked him, "Hey, is it okay if Unbiased play the video from Dr. Maya's channel?" I don't know. You gotta ask her. So he sabotaged me from playing the video from Ancient Mama Dr. Maya channel. So no problem because I just explained it. But I want to. Here's the arguing. And if you think dumb, wait till 2 people try to question me. Thing else, listen to how successful they were.
Something no one heard it. You played something.
Watch it.
Because you're like not.
Now, family, why are there 9 boxes? Why are there 9 boxes on the screen? There's 9 boxes. Now, I'm gonna tell you who. I'm gonna select those who are trying to who Saneter had on there to ambush me, try to make me look dumb. So I'm gonna highlight everybody who was for Unc, who was gonna argue on Unc's side, okay, with a green highlighter. Okay, so all these guys and gals were there to defend Unc. Okay. So this was all Unc's help. So it's unbiased versus all these green squares. And the other 2 were just neutral. So DJ Genesis Detroit, she wasn't for me or Unc. She was against both of us, right? And so she's neutral. Apostle wasn't for either one of us. So it was literally me against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those boxes are there to family to save Unc when I start cooking them. I want y'all to know that. Unbiased, Ron, FBA versus 6 people. Okay, cool. I didn't mind. Because I know our points are undefeated.
Playing it.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
We don't know. That's not being played. Okay. Who are you able to talk about kidnapping? Nothing more. He made it about everything else, and you guys want to believe that was our disagreement. It wasn't. It was about kidnapping. Who did the still go by that we were kidnapped?
Yeah, because you got to get kidnapped first to get enslaved.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just asking. Kidnapped. Okay, so now when we were kidnapped, who did the kidnapping? Kidnap. I keep saying kidnap.
Dutch, the Portuguese.
Okay, so he said the Dutch and the Portuguese, the 2 most unsuccessful people. Okay, watch this. Okay, hold on. Stop right here. So, brother, you said you're not into pseudo information, right?
No, so you saying that the Portuguese.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna share my screen this time. Are you familiar with slave raids in Africa?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how unsuccessful the Dutch and Europeans were? Okay, I said they were unsuccessful. Okay, watch this. 1400s when they went over there and tried that, they died from diseases and they got killed off by African. So family, unfortunately, I had to go. I won't do it for you because you already know it. I did it for Saneter's chat because they were pretending like they believed version of what we were debating. So I had to go back and remind them how many times I kept saying kidnap. We were talking about the kidnapping part of the transatlantic slave trade. We were not talking about what Unc want to argue that day on Saneter. We're talking about what we already argued about, and that was who did the kidnapping. My first question to Slow Brains Unc was, Unc, you keep saying the word kidnap. Who did the kidnapping? And his first two answers were the Dutch, the Portuguese. He named two white nations that the research says that they were ineffective and they had little to do with the kidnapping. Family, does that make any sense, man? If you're having a conversation on truth and the people who had little to do with anything, I ask you a question about something and you're going to name the people who took the smallest part in the event. Like that's called being disingenuous. Like you're supposed to name the persons who was largely involved in it, not the people who participated a little bit in it. That's what people try to do when they try to say, yeah, when you FBAs fought in the Civil War, there was a handful of FBAs who fought with the Confederacy. Family, that particular people were so minute, it's not even like worth counting them. Like that was not a thing, but people try to make that a thing. Nothing, and you won't go far with that disingenuous position. So anyway, I'm gonna fast forward some of this and get to the part where he denied Africa's resilience against white people at that time in the 1400s. They got late resilience. Tried that. They died from diseases and they got killed off by African resilience. You ain't teach me a goddamn thing tonight, my guy. You're late. Resilience. Tried that. They died from diseases and they got killed off by African resilience. They got killed off by African resilience. You're my son. You ain't teach me a goddamn thing. I've been known that. You didn't know that. I'm gonna prove it. Now, what we talking about? We're talking about kidnapping. You know that majority of all the kidnapping were done by Africans.
I mean, come on, bro. Like
that's false. Okay, you pull it up.
I'm saying, yes. You know what you talked about.
Okay, you got it.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Now.
So I said majority all. I didn't say all. You got minority, you got majority. So all you heard was the all part, majority all. Minority all, majority all. Now I'm gonna skip to the part where he didn't know that Africans did resist with war. Okay, watch this. It done, dude. Kick this guy out the community.
So made my point. Hold on. That is a summarization of it. I'm giving people the details that can be backed by scholarly sources, bro. So there's a reason why they gave you why. They couldn't go in there because they was catching malaria. So now you rely on
and Africans were defeating them. Oh, what did I say? Saneter, what did I say? I said Africans were defeating them. He left it to just diseases. You're not on my level at all and nothing, dude. Scientific literate guy.
Because they was catching malaria. So now you rely on
and Africans were defeating them. They would lose it. They was taking L's because the European army was not strong at that time.
No, that's not what that's saying. Hold on, where that's at? That's right here. My fault.
Nah, it didn't say that. That's where that's at. So he challenged me. Now all of a sudden he know all about that. So twice I said Africans were kicking their ass, and that's not what it says. Where that at? I don't see that in writing. Dude. So I had to run it back for the slow masses, and a lot of those people in the chat are slow and the panel. So I had to run it back to show that, bro, because he read something that night about Africans fighting off Europeans, and everybody's like, ooh, ah. I'm like, yo, I said that during our discussion a year ago, and he denied that, as you just heard him. The family, these guys not ready. Like, they always got to do a reaction to a debate that they had. Unc is known to have a debate, take a L, do a reaction to his debate, and try to convince everybody how he won. I don't got to do that. We had a discussion on who did largely the kidnapping. It was Africans, not Europeans. And then I said Africans fought off the Europeans early on, and the Europeans had to come back with a checkbook. Unc said, nah, where that at? They ain't fight them off. But family, this is what happens when you have a debate with disingenuous people and on a disingenuous platform with a disingenuous host. Saneter is supposed to step in and say, nah, you definitely didn't know that. You know, when he said Africans were fighting them off, you challenged them and said, hey, where that's at in this article? We didn't read that. That's what Unc said. But Saneter's a Pan-Africanist. He's quiet. Look over here. You don't believe it? Red.
black, green. And he got the African continent picture. You feel me? So I'm on a Pan-African channel, not getting no justice. You dig? They remind me of the Supreme Court back in Dred Scott. I ain't got no rights in a Pan-African circle that's respected by a Pan-African. That a Pan-African is bound to respect. I got no rights over here.
You're not on my level, my guy. So
I just flexed them a little bit, and I'm gonna fast forward to some questions from the chat.
He said Europeans, the Portuguese, Africans were resisting. They didn't just die of diseases. White folks didn't just get ward off by diseases. They were losing in battle. The European armies were not that strong. He didn't know nothing about that. Now all of a sudden, in Kendrick Lamar voice, he didn't know nothing about that. Now all of a sudden, he pull up a article 8 months later. Now he's the expert. Dude, you can't do that. That doesn't work nowhere. Short and sweet.
Said they weren't successful, but he.
So he's going to start. Let's see how long this one is. Hopefully it's okay. This is the 107-minute mark. 1 hour, 7-minute mark. Let's see when he finished. Okay, all right. This one wasn't so long. Good. Okay, so now look, family. Now my name is in the title. The show is about me versus a whole bunch of Pan-Africans, right? So if you tune in, you think you're going to watch an FBA valiant warrior versus a whole bunch of Pan-Africans, right? Pan-Africans. No, you didn't get that. Look what ended up happening. Now I'm kicking Unc ass. Saneter saves Unc with distractions. Watch this.
And see, he's double, triple tall. Freak from the corpses to that class of person. It includes the word freedman just because it had the word thing, but you didn't know that. But I'm all in dangerous anyway.
I mean, you ain't afraid. You organic.
Right. I'm cool with that. Right. Go ahead. Screen.
Genesis, you got any questions? Genesis? Jenny, you got any questions?
I have a question. So, with all that being said, Creeks, Natives, did they all respect their elders?
Oh, you back on that again, yo? I can't do this.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
I passed too on that one. Next question.
No, you want to pass on that because I'm like, okay.
That's not it because you misconstrued what I'm saying on purpose, yo. You misconstrued what I'm saying on purpose, yo. You're doing it on purpose now, yo. You're just doing it on purpose. So I don't feel like that right now with you.
Yeah,
answer a question, man. She got a right to ask the question.
And I said, if they're promoting the Black Indians, they're not worthy of being a daggone elder.
That's not true, brother.
Okay, I'm saying today, listen, hey, Saneter, listen to what I'm saying, bro.
What?
It's 2025, yo. And them youngsters ain't trying to head because they tired of being swept up in internet cults. They tired of being swept up by grown-ass men lying and cheating. Yo, they tired of it, bro. That's why they got
young that's running around talking about India.
No. Nope. Because that's all y'all know. That is all y'all know. I know intelligent students who respect their elders to tell the truth and not flim-flamming and robbing them and taking their money.
All right. So, my God. So somebody said Saneter. That's funny. So Saneter joins the debate. The host joins the debate. So DJ Genesis, Detroit sister, she had a question about elders, right? We were like past that. Like we want the smoke. We want some tough questions, not about some old ass incompetent elders. All right. So Unc is addressing the elder thing. He's saying, yeah, man, hell with these elders, man. Like, this whole elder thing, like that ain't popping. Like you're unrelatable to the youth. The youth don't, what's the elder to them? They on some OG, big homie type shit. What? Come on now. So he's trying to explain how that ain't gonna work. And Saneter cuts in and yeah. So from this point, family, the whole show went to hell.
So what is the truth?
When was it ever right for an older person to take young people money and scam them out their intellectual real estate? When was that ever proper, bro? And then y'all making it up, because even back in the day in Africa, we can go all the way back to Africa. If you was just an old fool, he was an old fool. Hey, he's not an old fool because he's an elder. Nobody says that. Y'all have misconstrued what an elder is, and that I don't appreciate.
Okay. So what is an elder, Unc?
Okay, so now you see Lord Abba little message right here, right? He said you cooked them bias. How? Like you could tell he came in late, and he just seen Unc versus me, and automatically because Unc is boy. Now Lord Abba is a sovereign citizen Moorish science temple guy who's trying to join our talking points within the lineage. The problem is he's bringing plebiscite babble. See, family, FBA and ADOS, in order to get reparations, we need a plebiscite. See, what happens was we need to have the Moorish flag, right? And this is how he talks when he does his shows and go to court. He's always in court. He's always in court. He claims winning. Like, dude, every Moor I've ever known is always in court winning, and there's nothing tangible to show that you won. So if y'all ever met Moors in real life, you'll know that they're always unemployed because they're always suing the job they work for. That's 100% correct. They're always unemployed because they're allegedly suing the job they work for. And they be challenging the stupidest shit on the company, like at the company. The company can have a rule like, hey, simple shit. Hey, when we mop, nobody walk down this hall because for OSHA's sake, OSHA, it's safety, guys. You'll fall, hurt yourself. So this hall is mopped, is wet, is dangerous. Choose hall number 2. A Laura Abba type of guy will come over there and be like, what you mean I can't walk down there? You got no jurisdiction over me. See, my plebiscite says I can go wherever I want to go to, and if I want to walk down this hall and fall, that's on me. I ain't gonna sue you. And he'll argue that shit and get fired. This is what they do on the job. They argue the dumbest rules possible. Look at when they get pulled over by police officers. Like it'd be something small, like where he didn't have his seatbelt on. You buy get a seatbelt ticket that's $30, and they will argue that and get their whole car window smashed in, car towed, and go to jail over a $30 seatbelt ticket. They want to now prove I could drive. I'm not driving. I'm traveling. I'm Euro stepping. You dig? I'm over here. You got no jurisdiction. The Moroccan flag is where I have my allegiance to, and we are exempt from seatbelts. That's Lord Abba background, and he's trying to bring that into our spaces, and that's a no-go. That's a no-go. So Tariq Nasheed obviously rejects that, and so does Yvette Carnell. She rejects the whole plebiscite hijacking from these Moorish people coming to our talking points and spaces and trying to hijack it and make us all more citizens. No, it ain't gonna happen, bro. We're according to Laura Abba, we're FBA Moorish, we're FBA Moorish sovereign citizens.
Is a person that without them, the community would not be where it is today. An elder is a person, to the best of his knowledge and wisdom, adds something to the community and make them better for it. He talks about the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say every last one, but everyone I met, every Moorish person I met. Yeah, remember I did a live. Nah, whatever. Just know that all of them, wherever they go, they're gonna always bring their pseudo law with them. So now you got him and his staff in these court files arguing for reparations, but taking L's because they got the pseudo law in there. Like they represent themselves and they take they bring their little red hats in there, and no, dude, no thank you. No thank you. Move out the way.
Of his life, what he went through, he showed him how he used to do this. Now he's changed to the correct way. If you continue to sell dope How the hell you gonna respect? I'm an old man still selling dope at that point. Why would you be an elder?
Beautiful breakdown. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with that definition too.
Yeah, good definition. Good breakdown. Okay, so let me go on over to Apostle Saquon. Apostle, do you have any question for Unbiased or pertaining to the topic? Unmute yourself.
Either one can answer the question. Is there a difference? And if it is a difference, what is the difference between a freed man and a freeman?
A freed man and a freeman.
Yeah.
Unbiased, you want that first?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the best of my knowledge, you had at the time you had well, let's go even further. You had free blacks. So you had free blacks who were people who either bought themselves out of slavery, was born free, or were bought out of slavery by somebody else, or meritorious manumission, right? And then you had freedmen. Freedmen are people who were emancipated from slavery. So we talk about the people enslaved by America, white people, that's us, U.S. descendants, chattel slavery. Then you have people who were enslaved by the 5 tribes. And a free man is just a free man that has, I think, a 14th Amendment citizen, black. That's not subjected to slavery, Jim Crow, things like that.
What say you?
Just off the top of the dome, don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it. I think probably in scholarly circles they would distinguish the two. All right. Shit.
Why
you have free woman, freeman? What'd you say, Saul?
Why you gotta use the SH word?
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm saying when you say freeman, you can say free woman. All right. I think Unbiased made some great points on that, formerly enslaved. And I'm thinking a free man, because anybody, can be, get enslaved and then get freed. So I'm not quite sure. So don't hold me to it. That's not really, something I actually read into quite. And I'm glad you brought that up. But we could look that up though, Apostle. I think that's important. But I know legal terminology.
Yeah. I got the answer to that question for you though. I'm gonna be easy. Let my brother Aunt go in.
Okay.
Who's that, Lord Apple?
Yeah, good.
Yes,
go ahead.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's Lord Apple.
Okay, go ahead, Lord Apple.
All right. So ask your question again, Elder.
Okay.
Is there a difference?
Hold on.
Is there a difference? I got food in my mouth, but is there a difference between a freeman and a freed man?
So this is the difference.
Hold on. Yeah. And if it is a difference, what is it?
Okay, I got you.
All right,
so
family.
freeman and freedmen are technically the same exact word. Now, free men without a D has another aspect to it. So, for instance, when you're looking.
All right. So now this is the pseudo FBA guy, right? This is the pseudo FBA guy, the plebiscite babbler. Now he should know everything because he called himself they represent how we represent ADOS and FBA. And we also represent descendants of freedmen. He named his organization the University of Freedmen. So they are the freedmen, right? So now he should sure have the definition and know how to distinguish freedmen from free men and all that type of stuff. Watch, he confused everybody and even himself. Watch this.
Looking up exact word, difference.
Hold on. Yeah. And if it is a difference, what is it?
Okay, I got you. So freemen and freedmen are technically the same exact word. Now, free men without a D has another aspect to it. So, for instance, when you're looking up the bodies of liberty, which was a doctrine established in early colonial Massachusetts that established slavery, you see this term freeman, right? Because it means a person that was not born enslaved or was not born in servitude. and that this person was a freeman and he was able to do this or able to do that. It also means a person that was emancipated from slavery. Now, freedmen with a D, and I don't know if this was intentional, but it created a distinction to whereas freedmen specifically referenced what the old Romans called a libertine. So in your Bible, you're going to see that there's a synagogue of the libertines, or another translation, a synagogue of the freedmen. And everybody could type this in right now to see what I'm saying is true. So the newer translations will use synagogue of the freedmen because it is letting you know that these people come from a people that were once enslaved. So that's the difference.
So what you're saying is that a free man is a person that never was enslaved and was always free, and a freedman is somebody.
Well, no. They convert.
I told you, Unc thought he had it. Okay, I got it. It makes sense. So a freedman, no, he said no. Yo, fam, are you guys educated by what he just said? I'm confused. Everybody's confused. I think I made the most sense of the question.
Free man is a person that never was enslaved and was all. What you're saying is that.
So that's the difference.
So what you're saying is that a free man is a person that never was enslaved and was always free, and a freedman is somebody.
Well, no. They converge at some point, right?
No, it's kings.
Hold on,
yeah, this was not a deep question, yo.
They got emancipated. Free men is people that were never enslaved.
Hey, see, this is when plebiscite babble backfires on you. You said, "I'm trying to drive." Hold on, but you was trying to drive the whole time, bro. You was typing it in the chat, talking about I got cooked right there. You did all that in the chat. Now it's time to come over here and show how to do it. You confused everybody. You even confused yourself, and now you're gonna say I'm driving. Hold on, nah, dude. And yo, I think that's the last thing he said. Family, he got off the pedal. That plebiscite babble doesn't work, never worked, and you're not going nowhere with it. Plebiscite babble is like damn near equivalent to Pan-Africanism. It's the same stuff, same roots, same origin, or at the same time they originated at the same time. That Noble Drew Ali stuff, Marcus Garvey, same time.
So
no. Hold on. We do this every day. So if you go to,
as long as you heard him, we do this every day. This should be easy, bro. I got on there, went through it real fast. I was done. Hey, yo, he said as long as they don't let the Hamburglar talk. Yo, who's the Hamburglar, yo? I need a good laugh.
At the Etamon online right now and pull up and punch in Freedman is going to tell you that Freedman and Freeman are the same word. But there are instances in the historical record where Freeman isn't used in the same way to mean a person that's emancipated. So whereas Freedman is exclusively used for that purpose.
And if you pull up a legal book like the
I think I narrowed that down already. You know, but anyway, it's gonna go left again, and I'm gonna fast forward some. I'm gonna say that confusion.
It literally got free white persons enslaved black.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, though, sis. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Crazy guy. That's not the system, yo. It's not the system.
There lie.
Oh, that's a brother sounding like that, yo. That's not what we talk about.
Anyway, I think the brother was cooking on Lord Abba. I almost called him Lord Jamal. Yo, what's up with all these lords? Lord Abba, Lord Jamal, Lord of the Rings. Like, where are we going with all this? All right, the Lord. All right, so let me fast forward a little bit because they started to go crazy a little bit. All right, let's get to her. Now, listen, family, Saneter let this girl come on here and just say a whole bunch of nothing.
That's not saying
all right.
Number directly to the United States.
Yo, my man. Yo, when I mute you, brother.
Now, keep in mind, the topic is, let me go back down to the topic again. So we don't forget the topic. The topic, the title is my name. I'm notoriously known for giving Pan-Africans that work. Unc, Dr. Reggie, and Cedric. Okay, 2 of the 3s on the panel. Saneter, let me give him that work. Saneter, because he's a Pan-African himself, he's not letting me give him that work. So we're talking about everything under the sun, but cooking on Pan-Africanism and defending our talking points. Either one I'll take. I'll play defense or offense. I tell you, when I play chess, I'm equally good at black and white.
Stop unmuting yourself, man. Talking. Something, sis. What's up? Issa?
But sorry, y'all gotta get. I need a deciding vote on what we just read, so people don't think somebody.
Wait, hold on. He said, "Who is the head?" H-Tick. I like that. Who's the head? Can't even say it. Who's the head tether in charge? H-Tick. He said, in charge of the panel tonight. He said she didn't have the aptitude and had no purpose beyond time. That's the Hamburglar. I almost didn't want to know who the Hamburglar was. The H-Tick, the head tether.
Like crazy right now between me and him. One of us is crazy and one of us can't read. We need to get that straight, so else I gotta go. I can't let that slide.
Do you really want to vote between you and Red?
I want to know, did this man read that right? That's all. And if we can't do it, then I gotta go. I can't do this show. That's what I
see. And I'm not even mad at Unc right now. This is the problem. Is I never let people come on a panel and argue stuff that we're not even talking about. Okay, you're supposed to come on. Well, first of all, why are they even on a panel? Yo, we were only like 30 minutes in, and he invited everybody on the panel. Like, we didn't even get a chance to exchange ideas and defend our positions. Like, Unc ain't get a chance to defend Pan-Africanism, and I didn't give a chance to defend our talking points and what we are and what we're not. Like, we really got to do nothing. And he allowed somebody to come on there, Laura Alba and other folks, and start to talk about things that's not part of what I want to talk about or even what Unc want to talk about. So now Unc is challenged. The guy challenged Unc. Unc want to finish the challenge and time wasting. So like it still did decent numbers, but it could have been better. It's terrible. Terrible moderation.
You can say I'm a most.
Listen to both sides. I listened to both sides. I didn't hear.
That's absolutely cap.
The original conversation, but it did sound like, brother, I don't know your name, I'm sorry, but the brother speaking for the FBAs, it did kind of sound like y'all was double talking.
What the hell you talking about?
To be perfectly honest, I really think.
Okay, family, shouldn't she be calling in to ask me a question, the FBA guy? She's calling to give us what she thinks. Like, yo, what are we doing? Like, this is testimonial time. People just call in and just start give us. Yeah, keep in mind, I didn't go live because I was here. It's like, yo, I really didn't sacrifice my day, my Friday to do this right here. Or was it Saturday? I forgot which day it was, but I think it was Friday. I really didn't sacrifice my Friday to do this, where I barely contribute, I barely talk, I barely get to express our position and our major talking points. So at this point, I'm like, okay, what are we doing? This is definitely a shit show. But now she's going to give a lecture. She's going to give a lecture how much she hate FBAs, and she's going to give us a false position. We hate Africans. We hate Afro-Caribbean. Listen to this foolishness.
And I could be biased because I'm really against the FBA.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's recording on another channel? Oh, that was the one that was doing that? Because I knew somebody was live streaming his stuff, and so I never checked them. Like, hey, don't be live streaming my stuff. That might have been her.
FBA movement being.
Ken Folk, hey, he said, hey, I say, hey. Oh, by the way, if you're new here, subscribe, like button, notification bell. And if you are FBA, make that known. If you're FBA, ADOS, if you are descendants of freedmen, let that be known so you can get your lineage wrench. The wrench is for people of the lineage. And also we extend the wrench to people who support the lineage. That means any person from the Caribbean, Haiti, that's not a hater, that doesn't mind riding with us, supporting us. You get a lineage wrench as well.
a Black American, I'm really against it because all I see is division throughout the Black diaspora. And that's really what.
I was talking to them in the chat that don't have a wrench. So if you don't have a wrench and you're of the lineage or you're a huge supporter of lineage, let that be known in the chat so we can bless you with a lineage wrench. And with that lineage wrench, you're going to fend off the haters, time them out.
All I get out of it. I hear anti-African sentiments. I hear all of that stuff, right? And I just don't deem it necessary. We can absolutely have.
Yeah, when did I say those things she said? She said all she heard was anti-African stuff and anti this and division. Yeah, literally all I talked about was freedmen with Unc. I said he used it wrong. And I talked about the African slave trade and the Africans' large role, their large historical role in the slave trade. When did she hear, oh, this is divisive, this is xenophobia? Like, when did she hear that? But she said she listened to everything.
And throughout the Black diaspora. And that's really what all I get out of it. I hear anti-African sentiments. I hear all of that stuff, right? And I just don't deem it necessary. We can absolutely have our own like culture and not have to completely separate ourselves from Africa. If y'all haven't heard it already, I am very much a Pan-Africanist.
Wait, hold on. She said, don't separate ourselves from Africa. Yeah, ma'am, you're just saying words. What does that mean? Everybody in the world who were not born on the continent of Africa have separated themselves from Africa. Everybody who was not born in Europe has separated themselves from Europe. Everybody who was born in South America, Central America, Asia, they have separated themselves from those locations. What the hell is she talking about? We have to. We were born in North America, specifically the United States of America. We are separate. That's a fact.
We can absolutely have our own like culture and not have to completely separate ourselves from Africa. If y'all haven't heard it already, I am very much a Pan-Africanist. I see the entire Black diaspora as my brothers and sisters. So separating myself under the terms of white supremacy does nothing for us. Because at the end of the day, you separating yourself to go down the block and still be under the same oppressive government that I'm under. It makes no sense to me. I don't know if that's what y'all wanted to hear.
Family, no, we want to know, do you have a question? There's a guy name in the title. It's his show. Do you have a question for me or not? You said something, you want me to respond? Like, what are we doing? Are you going to be quiet? She's going to keep going, and the host let her talk more than me because I get it. I'm behind enemy lines. I'm on a Pan-African panel on a Pan-African channel. I get it. It's okay.
Here, but that's what was on my mind this entire time when I was listening to y'all, to be very honest.
Miss Issa Queen.
And I'm done.
I'm talking about that paper that me and this guy just read.
Yeah, because I would respond to some of the stuff she just said.
I heard what you said. As far as the freedmen, I believe that y'all were correct when it comes down to how y'all were.
Hey family, we got about 140 people here with only 80 likes. Come on, we're down 60 likes, and I got to keep going over this with you, family. If you like the video, more people of our lineage pulls up, and they watch and they enjoy it with us. It just happens every time. When you guys like the video, you see it go from 140 to 240 to 340, whatever. But when you don't like it, we stay at the 130, 100 range. Like the video so it can go right to the algorithm. Because, you know, YouTube it shadow bans our channels and everybody don't get the notification bell. So the way around that is to like the video. And my video ended up being a suggestion video to those people who watch similar FBA videos, either to hate on us or to support us. No, doesn't matter. My video will end up being a suggestion because of the likes. The likes puts the videos in suggestions. So not just my channel. When you watch Alpha Network, if you watch Jason Black too, now see whoever's live, like their videos so they can be added to the Afro-Elite and to the Supreme, King Supreme, whatever his name is. Go ahead and like everybody's video so it can be added to the suggestion box, your YouTube algorithm. I always like our videos. I don't care if I'm there for 10 minutes. I'm gonna like all of the lineage videos. You got to do that. Like that's a big help.
He's not talking about the Freeman. He's talking about what he just read.
Just talking about the information.
Also, FBA, I guess you could throw ADOS in there. You're saying that we have an issue with Africans that come to this country?
No. I think that what I said is that I feel like a lot of the FBA movement have a fundamental negative reaction with Africa, that y'all want to separate yourselves from Africa. And really don't have to do anything with the immigrants or anything.
Okay. When we say delineate, disaggregate, yeah, that's human nature. Human nature. We want to be identified separately from everybody, just like the people that call themselves Yoruba, like they're separate from other tribes. So when they come over here, they become generic African Americans. Like that's a racial term that embodies everybody in this country that's African descent. So like there's really no explicit stats that separates us Black Americans from them. We're all thrown in Black stats, Black crime stats, divorce stats, welfare. All of us are together thrown in there. That's crazy. Okay, so we're saying, we want to know about Black American stats exclusively from everybody else. You can have this racial stat, but we want to know how are we doing and what is white supremacy doing to us specifically.
On that, we agree.
Can I ask you a question?
On that, we agree.
Do you think that the white supremacy in this country?
Hold on, sis.
Okay.
Sis, hold on. I'm going to say this. You said white supremacy. Is it true that a lot of immigrants that you would call Black come over here and say that their parents taught them to stay away from us? Taught them that we were lazy, we were katas, and this is before they have contact with us. Is that true that that's their testimonies, that they come over here and their parents teach them and tell them, hey, don't go by them, they're lazy, they're criminal, the music is terrible? Is that true or false?
Can I answer honestly, or do you just want a true or false answer? I'm going to answer honestly.
Go ahead.
So what you're describing is white supremacy.
Okay, so far she didn't say it's true because she lied when I asked her again. She lied and she said it was true. So far she did not say it was true. So I'm trying to listen out, and she said it was true.
I don't think you know that.
Yeah,
the reason why
let her finish.
The reason why they feel those ways about us because
I didn't ask for a reason. I asked, is it true or false? I didn't ask for you to explain it away. And of course, Saneter, who some of y'all call Saneter, let her finish. Let her talk longer, bro. I asked a question to do a follow-up question, my guy. She's just running her mouth.
They get pumped the same type of propaganda we get pumped about us. That's why there's Black people here that don't really like us. That's why there's Black people across seas that don't really like us, because the umbrella term is white supremacy. It's supposed to keep us separated. And what I see that the FBA movement is doing is taking that ideology and running with it. Like, yeah, I'm going to separate myself, instead of recognizing what you're really mad at. You're not really mad at the immigrants coming in here. You're mad at the government and the powers that be. That's what you're mad at. But I don't really think y'all are recognizing that part. Because regardless of where you go.
By the way, family, Saneter muted me. My name's in the title, my show. Right. I call it clout chasing my name. Don't let me talk. That's called clout chasing. You got my name in there, but I can't talk. He actually muted me. when you heard Unc go at it with the other guy, and you heard Lil Abba go at it, like people was going at each other's neck. He didn't mute them. When I go to respond to a Pan-African sister, okay, I think she's FBA or she might be other. I'm muted. That's why I can't read. I'm trying to mute myself. He keep muting me. The dude, like he's like all show family, he's muting me. And then I unmute myself, he mute me again. Like what I'm like, what is going on here?
Trump still sent the federal law enforcement into our neighborhoods. Like, it don't matter if you called yourself an FBA or a Somalian.
All right, go ahead, respond, unbiased.
I'll be very quick. I know people want to talk.
And
I just want to point out you didn't answer my question. You gave a bunch of explanations on why they do it, and you admitted that they practice white supremacy. That's my whole point. They practice it because they taught it when they come over here. Thank you for that confirmation.
I actually did answer your question, and I answered it with it was true. But
yeah,
then
now look, family, she never said that. That's why I want you guys to listen out to see if she said that. She never said that. And this is what they all do. That's why Pan-Africans, when they be like, nah, it's the white man. Yeah, you know, I don't think y'all any worse or any better. I think y'all are even with the white man because they want to explain away their bad actions, right? As, oh, just give them a second chance. But when it comes to us, this one strike, you're out. For them, Pan-Africans in Africa is give them 3 strikes. Give them an extra inning. For us, but when they speak about us, it's always 1 strike and you're out. Like kind of like the 94 crime bill. It's like, hey, I wonder if Africans were behind that 94 crime bill. I think that wasn't Obama attached to that somehow.
what I did was show you that you are also answering to white supremacy. That's what I did.
Yeah, I wanted a quick answer because I had a follow-up question, but you took the mic and you just ran with it. But anyway, go ahead, DJ.
Follow-up question, go ahead.
Okay, so sis, you just admitted that they're being taught white supremacy. We're not, all right? Our activists were all inclusive and to Africans. Matter of fact, our Robbins Airport, right, in the 1930s, we built airplanes and went over in Ethiopia and helped them defeat the Italians. That's not white supremacy being taught. We I think 17 somewhere 1798, really early in the year, where we wrote to King Leopold, I think the second, and exposed. We not wrote to him, but we exposed what he was doing in the Congo. That's Black Americans extending real Pan-Africanism to people from the diaspora and the continent. So when you say that teaching is here, that teaching is not here. Like, we embrace Africans. There's no Black American that can confess or give a testimony that our parents taught us to stay away from Africans or anybody from the Caribbean. Like, you just made that up and lied. Like, we've always been all inviting and building with them and trying to talk to them and you're trying to unite and, you know, you could say, like, try to have a lot of numbers. So that's false, but you admit that they came with the white supremacy thoughts to come over here and stay away from us. We never taught that amongst ourselves. So that's what we're addressing. We're repelling that, and we feel it when we're around them, specifically Africans.
Can I respond?
All right, so family, I'm sorry, but I know how to present information and shut up. I know how to land my plane. I know how to get to the point, educate the masses, and be quiet. Okay, Miss Leah, thank you. She said, I love this show. Thank you very much. Yeah, so everybody here that's new, if you're FBA, let me know. I'm wrenching you up, making y'all giving you a lineage wrench. People who support FBA but not FBA, you're a rider. I mean, you support us. You speak on behalf of us, defending, checking your own people in your homeland. You definitely gonna get a wrench. But you see what I did, right? Straight to the point. Land my plane. Educate. Here she go.
Like 1 minute.
Yes.
I would just like to point you to, like, just Hollywood, like Black cinema, and how we used to completely degrade what Africans were, like African booty scratches. Like, we used to go in, like, at least in my
we? I'm
childhood.
just curious, real quick, sis.
Yeah, me.
When you say
I'm
we,
from Harlem. And
who do you mean when you say we?
hold on, I'm being specific. I am a foundational Black American.
So family, look at the numbers. We did like 10 more likes. We got 155 more people here, but we're still 45 likes away. So family, if you're in here and you love the show and you're not a tethered white supremacist or a hater, like the video. All right, like the video, and you'll see the numbers go up because I'm going to be in algorithms of more people from the lineage. We had Brother Sanchez come over here. We had Q Butter. We had George Macon. Lex Vortex popped up. You know, so but that's what's happening. You're clicking the link. The link. Oh, we had Chaotic Truth come over here. You're clicking. I mean, you're liking the video, and we're lit. Like we're being in all these people's feeds, and they're clicking the link, and they want to know what's going on over here. Brother Sanchez came over here. He spoke. Did real good. George Macon was sharing his activism in the neighborhood amongst the FBA youth. You know, Lex Vortex was cooking. So that's what likes do. The more likes, you'll see people gonna keep popping up. You might. One time we had Dennis Sperling in the chat. You feel me? We had Sincere, the love guy, come over here because of your likes. So your likes are making the video trending, right? And people are pulling up and they want to know what's going on. Yeah, Sincere, the love guy, pulled up, was on the panel, and we chopped it up for a minute. And I'm hoping that we could get Professor Truth, Jason Black, or Mr. Tariq Nasheed himself to come over here. Anybody from ADOS are welcome over here to chop it up. But the likes is going to do it, and we're not clicking a like that.
Born, raised here. My grandmama, and my grandmamas were all born and raised here. So I'm one of you. I just don't agree with your ideology.
Hey,
so,
sis,
yes.
where you at in Harlem?
Oh, I'm on Lennox, 140th, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm right up there. I be seeing y'all.
Oh, man.
I'm not new to this.
You be seeing me, you don't say nothing?
I like to mind my business.
Oh my God.
But, now that I know, I got
so Saneter couldn't do this after the look. He got how many people are? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other people besides myself and Saneter that wants to talk, and they're having this. Oh my God, this was a shit show for real. That's why I said in 2026, my resolution is to not go on nobody's panel, yo, unless they're FBA. If they're not with us, I'm not on that panel in 2026. It has to be some special, reasons why I'm over there. Like it got to make sense. But this right here, this was not beneficial at all for me. I couldn't even go in, and I think it was done purposely. Because he was hoping I went on there and sounded like Revenue or somebody, Tether Dream. He was hoping I sounded crazy and drunk like JJ, but I was over there killing it. Okay, nobody could refute it. Nobody's even challenging me. All these people in here, ain't nobody challenging me, right? But it's me versus the Pan-Africans, and no Pan-Africans challenging me. So of course, don't let me talk. Let other folks talk, and that's the way it was going. Look,
come up. I'll come up.
I keep the camera on me, man. If I see you, I'll pull a camera out, and we gonna get it in.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it.
Right down the block from me, from Hebrew Perry. We all right there. Okay, let me get
beautiful.
Hey, son, give me 30 seconds to respond. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. My name is entitled. Let me get this. All right, sis. That's a false equivalence. Okay, let me show you something. You're comparing kids to grown adults, for one. You're talking about elementary kids calling people as acting weird and taught to stay away from us. So that was kids' way of saying tether. All right, so what they did was they seen these Africans that look like them, but wouldn't play with them, wouldn't acknowledge them and stayed with the white kids. So they're like, yo, what's going on? And they start talking amongst themselves, like, yo, fuck, African booty scratcher, right? Because they're following instructions from their parents. But even still, you're comparing kids, elementary school, to grown-ass parents, grown-ass people that come over here and believe the white supremacists. Now, here's the catcher. Why are you believing your colonizers? Didn't they just colonize you? I mean, they're clearly your open enemy, but now all of a sudden they're a trusted source. Yeah, okay, they're that. They're killers.
I would love to have this conversation with you on a later date, because you totally overlooked me saying that Black Hollywood, and I don't think children make movies. That's the first thing I
heard that. I was going to do that next.
Yeah. So I wasn't just talking about children. I was talking about adults and children. But that's
hey, yeah, and she's too stupid and brain dead to know that she's not on my level at all. Like, man, like, sister, you're not saying nothing deep. Like I'm trying to like go easy on you and not be this bad guy, but you're giving me no choice.
A false equivalency that you tried to put on me.
I'll do one by one. Relax. I know.
Brother, you gonna try and go all night. It was supposed to be 30 seconds.
One by
Hold
one.
tight, family.
Wait. First of all, my name. And now look, you hear this? You hear this tether that Saneter allowed on the panel? He said, brother, you're gonna be going all night. You said 30 seconds. He said, I'm gonna be going all night. My name is in the title, you fool. I'm supposed to go all night.
Equivalency that you tried to put on me.
I'll do one by one. Relax. I know.
Brother, you gonna try and go all night. It was supposed to be 30 seconds.
One by
Hold
one.
tight, family.
Wait. First of all, my name is in the title, not yours, my guy. All right. So now, sis.
You talking about us, because you're talking about
that means all eyes are not you. I know who you are. All right. So hold on. Okay, cool.
You know who you are too. That's why I'm coming to get you. Come on.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, you trying to go on.
I'm just
Black Americans do not control Hollywood. Okay, now we spoke against that. It was Black Americans speaking about those negative imageries that Hollywood was portraying African with the bones and nose. We spoke out to that. You got to stop. Like we got a deep history. I gave you the Robbins Airport. I gave you the letter exposing King Leopold. We got Dr. King, A. Philip Randolph. We got a deep history protecting Africa and the diaspora. So stop. We rejected that and we called them out.
You see that, sir?
So I have a question.
I'm showing.
We gotta move. I'm gonna get to you, Genesis. Let Apostle go.
Hey, bro, I like, oh yeah, on my platform, I don't have to go easy, but believe me, I barely talked over there and I was silenced. And as you can see, I got a little aggressive to get my points off, but Saneter is not going to let me go hard, bro. Like don't forget, he's a Pan-African. His whole life, his whole adult life, he been running around Harlem with a bullhorn yelling the white man's the devil. You dig? For like 30 years. And saying we need to move back to Africa. So he's not going to let me cook a sister who admitted she's a Pan-African. Like somebody said in the chat, Pan-Africanism is a cult. And they are trying to be the cult leader. Saneter, Unc, and a couple others, Dr. Ancient Mama Mayat. A lot of them are trying to be the leader of Pan-Africanism. The cult.
I'm showing that this is me. This is my ancestry. That's me in the corner. This is my mother's grandmother's brother, Levi Tony. He's a full-blooded Cherokee.
All right, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because he's having his own private conversation with somebody else. I think Unc or somebody, I don't know. That's Elder Apostle Zaquan, right? So let me go, I didn't even mind him talking because I think he gave like that was my commercial. Like I had a chance to drink coffee, take some notes, do a little reading where I think they might go next. So I didn't mind Apostle Elder Zaquan speaking at this moment, but I just felt like if you got my name in the title, like I should be aware of who's coming on the panel to change the subject, and you dig, I should be part of the plan and what's going on. Like listen, family, I didn't know what was going on. My name in the title, I thought I'd be doing most of the talking. Like right now, he's live with Mr. Morpheus, and Mr. Morpheus doing most of the talking. Inky's on there doing most of the talking. We get on there, FBA get on there, family. We don't get to talk. They bring on every FBA person that went on there, Mr. Kraft, whoever, they don't let them talk, and they bring on 9 Pan-Africans to address one fierce FBA.
On the U.S. American enrollment cards of 5 civilized tribes.
Blow it up, Apostle, blow it up.
I thought it was blowed up. Okay.
Well, I believe he was getting good information on. So if y'all want to check what he was saying about the 5 tribes, 5 indigenous tribes, the timestamp is about 1 hour and 40 minutes. But he was showing his DNA and how he's linked to that. All right, so I want to go past that.
All right, hold on. Let Genesis go. Go, Genesis. Come on.
Bring this picture up real quick. Let's just show her.
Don't picture shit.
So this is Miss Equate, right? And she owns the Pan-African Connection in Dallas, Texas. So I want to ask people like what's his name? Unbiased Ron. When you say that Pan-Africanism is dead, do you also mean that people like her that have had stores like this, bookstores, you know, that have served the community, do you say that?
Now, family, I had to go nice because I was going to say another bookstore.
That what she's
Hold on.
doing is dead as well?
All they can do is just present books and write books, become self-publishers. That's all they ever knew how to do. When Unc was part of Malachi York cult, he sold books. He did. Unc himself sell books. All Dr. Mayat sell books. Phil Valentine. All they do is put up a gazillion books to sell. That's not what FBA do. Like, some of us got books to sell. That's okay. Like Lex Vortex got a dope book, FBA Codex. Check that out. I shared his link a million times. He said it's like the Bible version of FBA, and they're breaking down. It's a really good book. Yeah. So FBA Codex. You want to look that up on Amazon. That's his book. He don't have 1,000 books on there. A couple people came on here with books. FBA. There's like 1 or 2 books. They don't have 1,000 books, a whole library. So DJ Genesis, this sister is bragging about. She said she's an FBA sister who's a Pan-African. And kudos to her personal success. But we're not caught off guard that she got a bookstore. Like, we believe that's all you guys do. And every time you see them talking, their background images will be a bunch of books. They want to sell you on they do a lot of reading, but you never hear the education when the microphone is to their lips. Listen to DJ Genesis, listen to Unc, listen to these guys. When they talk, you don't hear the books come out their mouth. You hear a bunch of nonsense.
This is my question, because there are several Pan-African or Black-owned bookstores throughout the United States, right? That are places that people come and congregate at. You know what I'm saying? They allow you to throw events there, do this and that, buy Black books. I'm trying to understand, okay, where is the equivalent?
Hey, just to respond to that question, I really believe a lot of them are plants, are agents, and Unc for sure. Unc, I don't think DJ Genesis is, but Unc for sure. Dr. Ancient Mama Mayat for sure. Nutty Professor Smalls for sure are Russian troll plants from that damn troll farm. These guys are agents for sure. What's that guy, the Asar weirdo Teddy Ruxpin with the Kwanzaa costume on? For sure. Wise Dome for sure. A lot of these folks are 100% linked up with some type of foreign agency or some COINTEL organization, white supremacist organization in America that's trying to cause confusion amongst FBA Adolf, descendants of Freeman, for sure. And Unc is definitely on the payroll. Now, he might not get paid nothing much, but he's there. Him, Dr. Ancient Mama Mayat, for sure.
Of the FBA equivalent of that, and why is it that you want to say that Pan-Africanism is dead, but then these places like this exist? Do you mean that they're dead, that what they're doing is dead? I want to really understand, when you say Pan-Africanism is dead, does that mean that what she's doing is dead too, as well?
Yeah. So no, she's an individual. I mean, group efforts. Okay, so Pan-Africanism had a 200-year head start, and if all it can show is one person like holding it down, yes, that's called dead. All right.
No, I'm saying I said that throughout the United States, there are several bookstores like her. She just called her Pan-African connection in Texas. But there's several bookstores that, based on the Pan-African movement, sprouted up bookstores. Because our books were not be able to be sold in like the library. You had to like go to these places to get our books. to get the information, right? And then it would like actually allow us to like throw events there and all this other stuff. So I'm trying to tell you is that I'm trying to understand, like, so did that like end? Is that dead? Do we just like say
Okay,
bump
so
her?
what is your
Bump
definition of
people that have done this,
Pan-Africanism?
like Dog Bookshop, Saneter? What is the Pan-African bookstore in Harlem and different parts of like New York that actually like hosted events there? Are those just dead? Like, I just want to understand what is he saying by Pan-Africanism is
Right,
dead.
so let me respond. All right. So listen, man, y'all gotta leave Baba Apostle alone, man. He be going in. Hey, now, what is your definition of Pan-Africanism? Maybe I got the wrong definition.
So I think that you guys think it's like what the Africans are doing. I'm talking about what the African Americans have been doing in America to bring the community together, the Black Americans here that from those 60s eras, opening up stores and doing things, bringing the community together.
For Americans, right?
Yes, and then also, listen, let me give you an example of what she does. Mr. Quinte goes over to Africa, buys shea butter, buys goods, brings them over into her store, and then we get to get like shea butter in a lower rate. Now,
did she say shea butter? I was laughing on mute so hard.
Amazon does it, and it's cheaper now. But at one point, she was the place to get shea butter and like the black soap and the black products. You can go into her store and like sell your products, and then, I mean, she created a marketplace for Black people to go in there and sell their products. But you're saying that this whole movement is dead. I'm trying to understand, when you see that that movement is dead, are you also talking about the people from the 60s that opened up stores for Black people to be able to like have a culture and everything like that? Is that dead too?
That's group economics is what you're showing. That's not Pan-Africanism per se. For Pan-Africanism to work, that requires...
like him.
How are you? How do you, sir? You're saying that? How are you? How are you?
To define what the
How
definition...
old are you, sir? Red Son, how old are you?
I'm 30. So
okay,
that ain't got nothing to do with...
I'm saying that Mr. Quinte is 60 years old. Mr. Quinte is
not your point.
He is at her store.
So can we not get away from... Please, can I explain it? Because I wanted to address Apostle.
Hey, DJ Genesis, you gotta allow him to like address you.
So Pan-Africanism, that would require Africans in the continent themselves to rock with it. That's just a tertiary thing that Black Americans are pushing, which is group economics that you just showed on the screen. Having a bookstore is nice, but that also requires you to enter into other arenas of activity, which is politics, sex, warfare, counter warfare, et cetera, what Neely Fuller Jr. is talking about. But none of these Africans are really on code with what you define as Pan-Africanism or this Wakanda ethno state stuff. That's never going to happen because you don't have Africans on the same page as you. You got people like Austin Chingy up there in Michigan that was against Black History Month and rocking with the conservatives. You got people like Myron Gaines, who is anti-Black American, and the other sister that was sitting up here being a jockey for Africans. These Africans really don't rock with us like that. They don't. It's just a thing that was pushed on Black Americans for a couple of centuries, and it's dead in the water. And these Africans have shown you time and time again that they're not rocking with you.
Because they show brothers, they get shown brothers like this though.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I respond for a second?
Can I get in here at any time?
Apostle,
I was waiting. I was saying the same thing.
I'm going to tell you about how these...
Yeah, they done skipped over us like 4 times.
All right, hold on. I want her to respond real quick, and then I'm coming down to the brother. I got SJ next. Go ahead,
Okay, so I just wanted to speak to some of the organizations that I work with, right? And I work with the Griot Museum that's located in St. Louis, and they do a lot of work with a sister city called St. Louis in Senegal. So this idea that Black people here aren't working with Black people over there is very disrespectful. And a good brother of mine, and I don't know if he ever told y'all his business, but he's been up here a couple of times. He even has like a lot of great work that he does within African diaspora. So I think the real issue is that y'all are focusing on the division instead of finding the organizations that's making connections. That's the real problem.
All right, let me go to Ashay. Let's go, brother. You got it.
Man, Mighty Hebrew was on here a couple weeks ago.
Acting up, huh?
Over there in Africa, though.
Acting up, huh?
Acting up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? but the thing about it is, he better to sit up here and say that Africans don't rock with us. Da, 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 da. We got brothers who leave in America going seeking refuge in America, over in Africa, literally. So like, and it's these type of brothers who get up here and say Africans don't rock with us. Da, da, da. That's the white supremacy. That's white supremacy that she's explaining. That's the indoctrination. It's not the African booty scratcher. Da, 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 da. It's the continuous perpetuation of Africans don't rock with us. So when you constantly keep getting told that, it's this negative stereotype that you automatically have because of the grooming of this. And to respond,
so basically, this tether is blaming us for how the way we respond to the tether hate. Bro, we're not worried about what you're talking about. All right. Let's get to the end.
Are Southeast Asians. They are not even.
Okay, all right. This guy comes on and starts saying some random shit.
What are we doing with it? Fighting each other over.
Okay, now listen. Now look, I want to play Saneter Crash Out. Okay, so you had all of these Pan-Africans, family, to get on there, and you had myself and the dude named Red Sun cook like just back to back, slaying all these folks like a scene from Blade and shit, slaying all these vampires. Okay, so Saneter crashed out. He felt like no Pan-African was representing. He felt like they were all being demolished and destroyed by me and Red Sun. So Saneter crashes out. He had enough. This is like Dave Chappelle on like Nutty Professor. The dude had enough. He gonna crash out. Look at this.
Name of FBA. And
he felt like none of the Pan-Africans were representing. So now I cooked him. I responded to him. I cooked him. Now watch this. That whole 1960 thing, all of those African countries had about a 4 or 5 year run with each other, and they start to separate and do their own thing. In the 1960s, we were galvanized.
And they did that on their own?
Wait, hold on. Yes, hold on. Just hold on. Because when we were galvanizing during the civil rights movement.
Yo, what's that playing in the background?
Exactly.
All right, that wasn't me though.
Go ahead, I'm biased.
Yeah, I might have hooked on my headphones, but real quick, my guy. While you guys were splitting up and dividing amongst yourselves, and you claim there's some boogeyman, white man separating y'all, when y'all own your own countries, you're the majority, and we always been a minority in our country. Well, the most powerful nation was here trying to divide us, and we still galvanized through all of that adversity and established the civil rights movement. So that during that same time, we were galvanizing, uniting, you guys were dividing. Okay, so there's no real history of Africans with this Pan-African dream, doing something great amongst each other, same currency, dropping their flags, getting one flag. And this is for Cedric. So there's something called the West Indian Federation. Okay, there's something called the West Indian Federation. Cedric, this is when the Caribbean tried it. Same time the Pan-African liberation, and they flopped in 5 years too. Jamaica was the first to bail from that. So you guys that talk all this Pan-African stuff, all right, you have to include us, because when you try by yourselves, you fail. There's no history of you guys coming together and long-term dropping your flags like the West Indian Federation movement was about. is about you guys dropping Jamaica, dropping Trinidad, and saying you're West Indian with a united flag. You guys dropped that and went back to your country flag. You guys couldn't give up your so-called independence. So no, we're not trying to unite with anybody who can't unite amongst the direct cells. So how are you going to unite with us thousands of miles away? Show us what you can do.
Can I ask you a question?
And maybe we consider that.
All right. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna say this, man, and I've been saying this for a long time.
All right, now look. So, family, I just cooked Saneter and no pan. Let me ask you a question. No, respond to what I just said. You guys can't unite amongst yourselves in the same country. The next tribe next to you, family, that tribe understands your culture. That other tribe knows your culture and knows your ways. You guys kind of look alike. You guys kind of speak similar languages. You guys relate to each other. You understand each other to a certain degree. And you guys can't get along with each other. So how the hell are you going to get along with us who are thousands of miles away that knows nothing about you and you know nothing about us? You just want to believe white supremacy talking points about us. That's unrealistic. Okay, we can't look at the Hutus and Tutsis and say, yeah, we're going to unite with them, and they can't unite with each other. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. You guys got to come to get, well, we ain't uniting with y'all anyway. But I'm just saying, at the very least, if you were to present that as an option, at least show some type of solidarity, you dig, amongst yourselves. Like you see how we did? We are in 50 states. We disagree on everything. Religion, politics, you dig, everything, way of life, how people are raised, but we could come together via lineage.
Who don't like it? If you want to be African, go ahead and be the best African you could be. I'm not hating on that. I don't hate you for that. I don't. All right,
he's gonna crash out. Listen,
but I know that we are a new people, different people. We are not the same people. We have been a people who've been stripped of a thorough knowledge of ourselves. We've been stripped of our culture, our language, damn near everything that we have. So if y'all want to be African, go ahead and be the best that you can be. But I know that we are a total different people.
So DJ Dennis Detroit says, so Pan-African helped us. Sometimes, wait, I mean, so DJ Genesis, W. Du Bois was a Pan-Africanist, right? And he helped out. What's going on, bro? What's going on?
That's crazy. I see you. How's everything? Everything good. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Wow. What? That's crazy. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So you used to ball up, bro?
Okay, I still ball. I ball maybe one time in the gym. I was down south. I got a little 4-year-old kid. It's kind of hard to like say. Yeah, but I balled up 2 weeks ago, like the Thanksgiving holiday. LA Fitness Clark.
Okay, nice. Yeah, a lot of heads there. Right?
I balled up there. Took the first game. I just dropped like 9 points in it. But I got tired. I got the win. And the second game, I couldn't guard nobody. Right? It was running fast. It was like a stop sign. Running fast. But so it's hard for me to find time to ball because of the hours I work 9 to 5. Then I can't ball like the weekend. So the holiday, maybe the day after Christmas, I ball again. Still there.
Keep yourself active.
Yeah, it's good. Because I'll be there.
From the Africans today. Now, if y'all don't want to go for that, that's on you. But I see the difference. I see the difference. I grow all the time. So I they saw flip-flop now. No, I've been saying this for a long time, y'all. How many times y'all heard me saying that? We are our own people now, man. I've been saying that for years.
You're right.
You know what I'm
saying?
Treated like Utah, and that's why I find this argumentation completely non sequitur, because Pan-Africanism has nothing to do with this.
Let me finish.
I'm not a Pan-Africanist.
Right. Let me finish saying what I was going to say. Yeah, like what I'm saying is that we are our own people now. And FBA, and what's the other alphabet?
ADOS.
ADOS. ADOS and FBA, they did it wrong. They did it wrong. They should have went in the room and called all the leaders of the so-called African Americans and came together and said, what are we going to be moving forward? What are we going to call ourselves moving forward? Like Jesse Jackson did it wrong. He just came out and said African American, but nobody have a plebiscite. And what a plebiscite is when we all come together and say, what are we going to do moving forward? Nobody have that. They just individually come out with FBA, ADOS. And now we got 2 more titles now, right? That we got to now look through because we are fighting an identity crisis. So that's 2 more identities that our people is mixed up in. Pan-Africanism, Israelite, Kemet, I'm a Moor, 5%er, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm in the Nation of Islam, I'm a Mason. You see what I'm talking about? And so now we got FBA. I'm an FBA. I'm an ADOS. Y'all don't get it? These are more divisions that we are all separated as a people. And then you talking about, oh, you know, we fighting for reparations. No, the hell you're not. That white man is not giving y'all niggas no damn reparations because y'all not under that umbrella like the so-called Jews was. The so-called Jews, when they came over here, they stuck together as a solid block and they fought for theirs. And they wasn't confused and mixed up. But here we are. We all mixed the hell up, trying to be everything that people come up with. And now look at us fighting each other over who we are. And you think we're going to get reparations? The white man is smiling at us. They smiling. That's all I'm saying. We are our own people, man. And we need to recognize that and come up under that umbrella and say, yo, we fighting for our reparations. And we got to be on the same accord. Because if you're not, you're going to have a group of Negroes saying, no, we don't want reparations like you got today. You got a group of Negroes that's fighting against reparations. And then you got some Negroes that's fighting for reparations. Then you got Israelites saying, oh, we don't care about that. We're Israelites. God got me. Then you got Muslims. Allahu Akbar. You see? So we are just a bunch of confused Negroes in America right now. Simple as that, man. We are a bunch of confused, smart-ass niggas in America that know every goddamn thing and don't really know nothing.
Can you make this argument, Saw, that we're trying to figure it out? Right?
No, we ain't
because
no, hell no.
We have to fight for reparations. We have to try to get something for our contribution here in this country.
You ain't gonna get it because they're not gonna give it to you.
Well, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. Well, that's your opinion. That ain't a fact, right? And you don't stop fighting for freedom because you ain't get it for 200 years. You keep fighting for it until you get it.
There ain't nobody fighting for freedom, man. You ain't getting no more freedom.
Yes, you are. You're fighting for economic freedom. You're fighting for lineage freedom. That's what FBA and ADOS was all about. Fighting for economic freedom.
Hold up, brother. Ain't nobody fighting for freedom.
Ain't nobody fighting.
I agree with the apostle. Ain't nobody fighting for freedom. Ain't nobody fighting for economics. Every man is for themselves.
Right.
Every man is for themselves. That's the way it is.
Nobody fighting nothing.
Right, I agree.
The Jews got their money from the Germans first through America's help.
Y'all are cats.
They sued the country of Germany. They sued Germany and collected their money. And now they're getting it from America.
You got that give up spirit. No, I got that realismism spirit.
That's right.
I'm dealing with reality.
Well, let's keep it real then. Are there organizations out there fighting for black people? Are there organizations?
Y'all could deal with play all you want. You could deal with imaginary fighting all you want. You know what I'm saying? But black people, we ain't fighting a goddamn thing. We ain't doing nothing.
You got their money for 20 years.
And talk.
20 years didn't pay.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, let me get my turn, so.
It's 100 years, and we ain't got nothing, and we ain't gonna get nothing.
How should we fight? Please give us some clarity. What should we do? Y'all got the answers. What black people should do?
You're not willing to do what it needs to be done.
What's that?
All right. Yourself. Get out there and kill somebody.
You want me to give you the
solution? You ain't willing to
doing a lot of talking ain't
Hold
giving
up,
no
man.
solutions
Hold
though.
up. Here's a solution for you. You want a solution? Here's a solution. I'm FBA. I'm ADOS. I'm Pan-African. I'm Israelite. I'm Kemet. I'm Moor. I'm 5%er. I'm Christian. I'm Muslim. I'm Nation of Islam. I'm a Mason. I'm all that shit. That's what you got to do. Don't separate none of it. Don't separate none of it, bro. That's you. That's who you are. I'm all of it. If you wanna label me as a Muslim, okay, I'll be a Muslim today. Salam alaikum, brother. I'm not banging on a Muslim. Okay, I'll be an Israelite today. I'm Israel. What's up? See, you got to understand that all of that stuff is us, man. All of it right now, because that's where our people is at. Our people is in that, so we're gonna be all of that together. Simple as that.
There wasn't one solution in what you said, my brother Saneter. You did a lot of talking, but you ain't give me not one solution.
It ain't no solution. The white man ain't gonna work.
Because y'all giving up on trying to fight.
Hold on. Hold on. You seriously saying give you a solution? Huh, brother? What better solution?
We need to start talking solutions and not just talking.
All right, hold on. What better solution can any of us up here give you than Dr. Amos Wilson gave us already? Than Dr. Francis Cress Welsing gave us already? Than all of our elders that came before us gave us already? Nothing. You can't get a better solution than what the Honorable Hamid gave us.
You tripping now? Yo.
No, I'm not tripping. What are you talking about? No, you ain't got no goddamn solution greater than what Elijah Muhammad said. Now, I don't give a damn about you hating on his philosophy, on his religion or whatever. You ain't got no greater solution than what Minister Farrakhan gave us years ago. You don't have a greater solution.
So why you?
I'm talking because you get ready to talk. You don't want nobody to cut you off. You don't have a greater solution than Dr. Amos Wilson. Cut it out. You don't have a greater solution than Dr. Naeem Akbar, than Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. You don't have a greater solution than Dr. Claude Anderson. Huh? Need I keep going? Stop playing with me, man. None of y'all can come up with a greater solution than that. And they gave that to us over what? 60 years ago. Cut it out. And if you get one, what are we doing with it? We ain't doing nothing with the solutions. Go ahead, you got the floor, brother.
All right, man. You got the camera stuck on unbiased for like an hour and a half, yo.
You should have told me that shit.
I tried to. You fucking told me you cut me off.
Good luck, Si. Good luck, Si.
Jesus Christ. Put that nigga to... First of all, there is no one solution, bro. That's crazy.
I never said one. That's why I named a few.
So let me finish.
I never said one.
It is collective, yo. Over time, as we learn more about who we are and ourselves, yo, bits and pieces of the solution is constantly being revealed. It's not just one solution, bro. What you have to continue to do is stand on the shoulders of those that came before you if they was correct in what they was talking about. Now, if they produced a cult, you don't got to follow that. That's crazy. But if they produce accurate information, right? Everybody wasn't right about everything. So there are things that they said that was completely wrong. You don't stand on that. You push forward the things that was right, and you put it in your community on a regular basis. So let me move forward right here. First of all, being in a lot of confusion is crazy. Just share my screen. I want to go all the way back and move forward to get to Ron. So y'all see this right here, okay? All right. This is the quote unquote source that my man could not read. And he thought it said 200,000 people. He translated that to 200,000 slaves, which was crazy. Let's go to the website that this comes off of. We will click the website. Okay. Let me get the website. I'll click the website and see if y'all can see. Can y'all see the website?
Yes.
Okay. So it's called Slave Voyages, right? We'll click on the Slave Voyages right here, right? See if I can make it a little bit bigger for y'all. All right. This is a great website. All right. I think y'all can see it. Okay. All right, now, these dots right here represent the voyages and the different nations that did the voyages, right? Okay. Now, if you look at this number at the top, that is 8 million. So the website that was a source that was part of the other website clearly says that there was over 8 million people brought to the Americas, and they're showing each and every trip right here. So if we move this up even farther, right? You can clearly see that right there. So I don't know what the hell that man was talking about, but the community is full of charlatans. That's why we can't get no heads or tails right here. Once again, the website that sourced this material right here says over 8 million people and it's showing every trip. Over 8 million. Look at the key right here. If you look at the key, you can clearly see that. Close to 12 million people. So he can't read. Let's move on to the next portion right here. The next portion, right, which is very, very important, is we keep arguing over what a damn African American is. We don't got to do that. Because we have scientific articles that clearly show. The title of this scientific article is clear. It says The Great Migration and African American Genome Diversity. So I'll just click this on so y'all can see it. Here you go right here. It's in the genome. It's in the genome. Table 1, inferred proportions of African, European, and Native American Asian ancestry, and 3 African American consorts with a 90% confidence intervals based on sample bootstraps. Here you go, right here. African, 84%, 82.1%, 75.9%. European, 14.0%, 16.17.7%, 21.3%. Now, Native American, from the top to bottom again, 1.1%, 1.2%, and 2.8%. So at this point, I've produced a scientific article. I can produce hundreds of this that talks about our genome. So this is no doubt, this is showing the actual ethnogenesis. The ethnogenesis is between African that was enslaved, Africans that was enslaved, Europeans that colonizers and enslaved us, and the Native American population that was here before we got here that we married into. Now let's move forward. Let's deal with FBA-Ron pseudo. So we come right here to the video. He clearly says, he clearly is in agreement with that we was always here. You will never hear him correct people. Let's play the clip.
We can't hear it, Unc.
Okay, you, Saneter, you have to share my screen and actually.
Your screen is being shared. You got to share the sound with it, Unc.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Share the sound.
After done, can I do a quick closeout, sir?
You should always.
Yeah, because we getting ready to close out. Yep, you could do it.
Yeah, share. My audio is shared, bro. All right.
Okay, it ain't pop up yet. It's still, there you go.
Okay, all right, ready? Here you go.
Today is because of the transatlantic slave
We
trade.
hear it.
You hear it? Oh, yeah.
Because of the transatlantic slave trade. Let's just say that that's a fact, right? We still had an ethnogenesis from then till now, where we became a new ethnic group. We're not just the same.
Oh, that's another pseudo FBA.
Oh.
Pseudo. All right. We on Dr. Mayat show, the Doc and Unc show. Here you go.
Culture, heritage, historical, you know what I'm saying, experience.
All right. So I'm gonna save you from this. My fault, fam. Like I said, y'all know I'm out in public. I'm outside for real, and I'm in a public open place, and people talk to me. I ain't seen this brother in like hella years, so we was catching up. Let me fast forward through Unc's poor presentation.
And that's all.
Get to my closeout.
Pseudo wrong. Then he would speak up. Let the brother go in, please. Now he knows it's Sanchez, because if you roll the tape back,
So this guy Unc want me to debate my panelists. Like, why are you worried about? This is a crazy recommendation. Unc is minding my business. When we say pocket watching, he's panel watching. He wants me to debate folks. Oh yeah, all right, peace. Yeah, he wants me to debate my panelists. Like, yo, mind your business. You're panel watching. I don't be looking at Unk's channel like, why he ain't debating that girl? Why he ain't debating that guy? So he wants me to debate my panel. No, we're lineage, bro. You don't know my resolution for 2025. It's extended to 2026. I don't like to debate folks from my lineage if I can help it. So no, brother Sanchez, that's my brother. Lex is my brother, and even Tyrone Ling, my brother. I'm not going to be Business One and everybody, man. SWLE44, V Vengeance 4, G4. What's his name? V4 Vengeance. Yeah, it's like we're not going to agree on everything, right? But that don't mean we got to debate the small differences. We're galvanizing on the commonalities. We're not dividing on the small differences. So this is a hater speech right here because they know that they can't defeat. Unc can't defeat Lex Vortex. He can't defeat me. He can't defeat Brother Sanchez. He can't defeat Tyrone Lane. He can't defeat Red Sun. So they need us to self-implode. They need us to defeat ourselves while they sit back and eat popcorn like the white man. It's not gonna happen, bro. And he's mad that we're not falling for the African colonizer tactics.
Sanchez on there earlier talking crazy. Let's roll it again. Let's see what Pseudo Sanchez has to say, and let's see if Ron stepped in.
Let me if Genesis still there, let me give her the link. Let me get. I don't know if she's still there, but let me give DJ Genesis the link. I would have given you a link earlier, but like I said, I was talking to somebody in real life that was right in front of me. Okay, so DJ Genesis, because that's the link for DJ Genesis. Like I know, not even believe, I know that if DJ Genesis Detroit, if Unc actually listened to us to want to understand us, I don't believe there will be any confusion, any conflict going further. DJ Genesis don't know that we're not in her way of practicing Pan-Africanism. We're not in her way. Okay? She might think that, but we're not. Okay, so Monica Lockett, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Is this DJ Genesis?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, let me change your name. Oh yeah, so I was just saying that I really know for a fact if you were to just hear us out with the thought to listen and understand, you might even disagree at the end of the day. But I think you will at least know what we're doing. It's not as divisive and hateful as you might think. I'm
willing to hear it out because here's the deal. I just don't like the division. I don't like division.
Okay. So I'm sure you had an issue with a car before, right? Hey, Tyrone Lane, when we finish, I don't think this is gonna be the night for you, Tyrone Lane, but tomorrow will be because I got another video to play, right? So I want to clear out the confusion for DJ Genesis.
I'm not against FBA. I'm just
all right.
Okay,
so now let me explain it this way. I think the best analogy is a car analogy. So wouldn't you agree that Black America needs to fix itself, right? Yeah. Needs a restart because it's all over the place. Like we don't have no order. We're fighting over littlest stuff. We raise our kids differently, and it's normally the wrong way. Relationships fail. Like we're just at the bottom of the bottom, and it needs to be fixed, and it's not being fixed, right?
I agree. Yeah.
Right. So if you look at your car, right? If you had an issue with a car before, like a serious issue, like they're gonna do a diagnostic test, right? And they're gonna say, hey, there's a couple possibilities. It could just be a surface, or it could be something beneath the surface. Then they're gonna say, well, we don't know what's beneath the surface unless we check the surface first. So in order to check the surface, you got to pay this much money, right? Then you pay that much money, then they'll take that apart, and then they might say, hey, it wasn't that. It was something under that, but it could be something under that as well, right? So at the end of the day, they're pretty much saying we got to take this engine apart if you want to really know what's wrong with it. We can fix the symptoms, but we can't guarantee it's fixed overall. So the same thing what we're saying with Black America, we're saying there are symptoms and we're trying to put bandages on them. We're saying let's just take it apart and find out what's really causing the core issues in Black America. And the taking apart is going to start with division, because you're taking the parts off the car. You're dividing the engine apart, right? So you have to say, look, let's start from the beginning. Let's galvanize on one thing we have in common that has nothing to do with a belief, because we believe in different things and our beliefs cause a lot of confusion and division as well. So because some of us are Republican, some of us are Democrats, some of us are pro women rights, some of us are not. We're all men. So we have a lot of different views that separate us. So we're like, yo, let's galvanize on one common thing that's not belief based, and that is the commonality of our lineage, right? So we're saying let's unite on lineage first and foremost alone. The hell with your personal beliefs, your political affair, your religious views, all that stuff. And that's what we're doing. We're starting from the beginning. So we're saying, who is FBA? Okay, cool. So now we're placing like a, you know how you go to a job as a guest, your name's on the guest tag. We're doing that now. We're labeling everybody FBA. Who's FBA? Okay, we're gonna get along. We're gonna galvanize those people alone, because this is our country. Like we didn't immigrate over here. So we're gonna start with those first. Then we're gonna work out what is the problem. Why are we fighting and disagreeing? And as you can see, most FBAs who are acknowledge themselves as FBAs, we're not arguing, disagreeing. So we see that this is a good thing to galvanize on. We're not even debating. You got myself, Brother Sanchez, Brother Macon, Lex Vortex, all in the same room. Normally it'll be a Royal Rumble, but we're all galvanized and talking in love now based on that commonality. So I believe this is, you got there's a divide, and you got to destroy and rebuild. So we're destroying and now we're rebuilding, but you got to start all over.
Okay. So when you rebuild, okay, what is the spirituality of an FBA?
There you go. There's no spirituality. And that's what we're trying to say. Right now, that's not important. So everybody have their own spirituality.
So
somebody
spirituality
like
is not important?
no, because it's personal. So I'm not spiritual at all. Zero. But let's say you are.
But
what
imagine like the majority of FBA is Christian. So
I can't confirm that.
FBA a Christian or a
Nah, I can't confirm that because you got a lot of people who just checks the Christian box but don't practice Christianity at all. Yeah, so I can't confirm that.
Majority of FBA are Christian. What are we saying?
Okay. What if they are? Okay. But I don't even know if that's important. What if they are? What they got to do with galvanizing and okay, their Christianity? What they got to do with anything?
Well, the belief system dictates how they move in a movement.
No, systemic racism dictates how we move.
So actual spiritual, the belief in God or a God does not dictate how a person moves?
No. What? I don't believe in God at all.
Okay, so you don't believe in God, but
no.
What about the majority of FBA?
But we're not, okay, so you missed what I said earlier. We're not uniting on spirituality. So now
are the people that are FBA, are they atheists?
Don't know, don't care. You're not see what I said before. I said if you actually listen to us and hear us out, I said you won't even be confused anymore or have an issue with us. You don't want to listen anymore. I said if we were galvanizing on religion, then your questions would be spot on. We're not galvanizing on religion. So that means that I can be in the same space with the all-out Christian, right? All-out Muslim, all-out atheist, all-out voodooist. I wouldn't even care.
So you're saying that FBA is galvanizing based on the
lineage.
Movement of lineage alone. And so
FBA
could be in a room with a voodooist, whatever. But they could be in a situation with an atheist, a Christian, a Hebrew Israelite, a
flat earther.
flat earther.
Yeah.
That's not a religion, but I mean, okay. So what you're saying is that so alone the primary goal is to first identify, like, okay, we are all a lineage based on
Right. Mhm.
okay. Understood.
Right. Shared experiences. Now, yeah, because your spirituality doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't make me uncomfortable. Like I could come to your house, Genesis, and you could say, Brother Ron, take off your shoes, put on this head wrap. I'll do all that because I'm respecting your home. Like that don't make me feel a certain way. And I could go into a Muslim house and, hey man, do this over here. And I no problem. You know, I'll do it out of respect. If I go to an Indian house, they're gonna make you observe like what they believe. That doesn't bother me. Like I'm like, okay. But if you try to enforce it on me, that's an issue. But that isn't. I respect people's spaces and their wishes and their beliefs.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So all right.
Yeah. So this well, look at when I first started the channel. Not this one. When I started FB Defensive Unit, it was based on because at one point people were starting to infight FBA versus ADOS versus Descendants of Freedmen. So what I did, I had one of the first channels that was all inclusive to everybody, no matter what you call yourself. ADOS, FBA, Descendants of Freedmen. My channel is for all of y'all. And right now, my channel right now, in the chat, you got people who represent ADOS, you got folks who represent FBA, and you got people who represent you, Descendants of Freedmen. You're not going to find many channels with that diversity.
Okay, understood. Listen, I'm not here to go against FBA. Listen, I just did like a whole thing, showed my whole lineage. And I can show it again.
Nah, I believe you.
So, like, I have a grandfather, like 1781, that comes from Virginia. So I was trying to understand, okay, so if my grandfather comes from Virginia, but then my DNA, right? So are you saying that the DNA test is flawed? There's nothing to it?
I never even speak about DNA.
I want to understand this because I really want to know where I came from. Trust me.
Well, take it 23 and me. Okay. So did it tell you?
It did. And then
share your screen. Let me see. Share your screen.
All right, I'm gonna show you because I want to really understand what's going on here.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let me help you out.
I'm gonna show you something. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna help you understand.
All right, all right, here we go. Because I really want to know. All right, hold on.
I'm gonna really help you.
All right, hold on. 23andMe. That's one. I gotta like log in. Hold on, give me a second. All right. Ancestry. Yep. All right. Let me go in here. All right. Composition.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you out because I kind of already know what you're gonna ask me and how you had me look at.
Well, no,
and
I did this today on my channel.
Yeah, now, I know for sure.
When I did
No,
this?
no, because I wasn't. But I did see you live. I didn't click. I didn't have a chance. But this is Sunday. I didn't really watch football all day. I actually don't even watch football anymore. So much gambling and a lot of scams going on in football. I'm good. You don't even know which game is real and which one is a gambling one.
I have them both up. All right, hold on.
Okay.
How do I
Let me help you out.
Close this and then let's see here. All right. And then I'll bring this up. All right. So share my screen. Because there's like two different things going on. Because I really want to understand what's going on in my.
Okay, I promise you, I'm going to help you out. I'm definitely qualified to help you out.
hold on.
Yeah, but for the record, I felt like Saneter like ruined the show. I had no problem with you being there. I had no problem with Apostle Zaquan being there. I felt like everybody else ruined the show.
Because I
Yeah.
really like, I really am not like I'm not a disingenuous person. Like when I like say I'm really trying to understand certain things.
Wait. If you got to leave with that, then you probably are.
No, I'm not. Oh, okay, so this is my
Yeah, but that should go without being said. Any saying.
listen. So this is my grandfather, Obadiah Henderson, 1785 Virginia. Can you see this?
Hold on. Okay, I got it. I see it. Yeah.
All right. So it says that he's from Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do the research, you'll find out that he's married to a lady named. Hold on, find out. I'm trying to find Obadiah Henderson, and he got married to my grandma. I don't know why it changed the look of this whole thing. Oh, Catherine Deshman. See this?
Yes.
That's his wife right here. Catherine. Obadiah Henderson married Catherine Deshman, 1804. Then they moved to Ohio. So so he's North Carolina, well, Virginia. He's born in Virginia, died in North Carolina. She's from Virginia. Now, let me show you this, right? So my ancestry, hold on. Can you see this screen? I just changed it.
Yes, I can.
All right. So this is the part that I'm like, okay, what is this? All right. So it's saying that if you actually go like down here and hold on, it'll say not that. No. It'll say like Virginia, Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, Black Americans. Come on now, God damn it. Let me see. All right, it'll say this. Watch. So if this is fake, right?
Who said it was fake?
When I was on my channel, like people were like that.
Wait. See, this what happens. DJ Genesis. This what happens. Well, hold on. Wait. Yeah, but hold on. Oh my God. That's called a straw man. Somebody says something to you, and you're bringing their argument to me. Now, if I brought you somebody else's argument for you, you'll be like, why are you telling me this unbiased? If you need to go find that person and argue with them. I accept 23andMe. Okay, I'm the wrong guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm the wrong guy.
Right, so I apologize. So here. So this is what happens, right? They're saying that my ancestors was in this area, came over here, and somehow ended up here, right? Chesapeake Bay African Americans. And then when you look at my great third generation grandfather, 1785 Virginia, Chesapeake Bay. They had 11 children.
Okay.
You know, they moved to Ohio, you know? So when I look up my ancestry, it matches, because people will say to me, well, the 23andMe test is bullshit. It's like DNA is bullshit.
I can't speak for them. You need to go find them. Matter of fact, there's a couple of them that got a channel. I think B1 Business is one of them. Yeah, you might want to have that discussion with them.
You'll say that you understand where I'm coming from with this. So because they're saying, well, no, because I've been hearing FBA say, hold on, let me say.
They say a lot of things.
FBAs will say, listen, that we are not from Africa, period. We have no connection to Africa.
Okay, and some would say, wait, but hold on, but do you know Captain Zaryak? Well, he'll say the same thing. He'll say from Israel, Palestine.
It's crazy. I mean,
right.
When you can like trace it back, you know, you can like.
You know what Malcolm X said?
No.
He said from Mecca. He didn't say Africa. Asiatic. They say Asia.
Well, but I'm showing you the records. You see this? These are like my family records, bro.
Right, but what they got to do with this show?
Henderson. The reason why I'm saying this is because I've been being told by FBA followers.
Okay.
That
all right.
This is like records of my family history.
Okay. Now watch this.
So
right, I got you. So okay, now watch this. I'm gonna raise
FBA,
you. Hold.
So
I'm gonna raise you one.
Checks and balances of
FBA? Wait. All right. Are there checks and balances in Pan-African? Because I'm told you guys are going to have a school in Wilmington, Delaware that I ain't see yet. A lot of millions of dollars been donated and no school. Matter of fact, your leader don't even talk about a school anymore. He's talking about like now he's trying to do a podcast. Like so, your leader left the idea of a school for black boys and girls, and now
Umar Johnson. I mean, I'm not a follower of Umar.
Oh, wait, hold on. But isn't he a Pan? Wait,
so just like
wait, hold on. But isn't he a Pan-Africanist?
Yes.
Isn't he the Prince of Pan-Africanism?
That's what he says. Yes.
Right. That's your leader. And he said that you guys got to support the school.
You're saying that like a lot of FBAs are not all following the same doctrine of that we.
There's no doctrine.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you this. I just had a show.
This is weak. This is weak.
No,
this is weak.
You can say
no, you're not the one. You're not the one listening.
Show today. Listen,
all right.
Stop. I had a show today with people that tout FBA that told me that all FBAs they were here before. They came from America. That there's no other.
And Umar said that you guys supposed to have this school up and running, and you have not donated to it. So how are you Pan-African and you ain't donate to the Pan-African school in Wilmington, Delaware? So I see that as a contradiction.
So is that the running thing? Is that okay? So
yes, that's a contradiction. You claim you practice Pan-African, but you won't donate to a Pan-African school for black boys.
Hell no. What?
That's problematic. Have you donated to SETI's University?
I'm not gonna donate to no school or whatever. No.
What about to SETI University? Are you going to donate to that?
I did his website. You forgot I used to be his website developer. The whole
he did. But did you subscribe?
No. Black Power Cartel was created by me for SETI. What are you talking about? Yes.
Did you subscribe? Okay.
I was SETI's web developer for like 5
All right.
years.
All right. So I'm asking. I don't know that. I'm asking. Did you subscribe to the university? Did you learn from his history?
No, I created the actual website.
I got that. Now I'm saying as far as classes, did you join his classes?
I made the website.
Okay. What about Professor Grift? Did you join his university?
No, but I know the people that. Okay. So what are we saying? So you're saying that that FBA.
I'm saying what you're saying.
A group of people that have different ideologies, and
what do you think?
One is not the same from the.
What do you think? What do you think?
No, I'm saying is that what you're pretty much trying.
I don't know. I'm asking you. What do you think? Because obviously, you think we're a cult like Pan-Africanism, and you think we have a one central idea that all of us has like did the blood ritual, and we said, hey, we're going to believe in this one thought. And that's the rule.
Problem is that you have a movement and there's no like.
No, we don't have a movement. You keep saying movement, and you can say movement until you die. That's not gonna make it true. Okay, you can give us that argument just like I gave you your argument. You have a school in Wilmington, Delaware that you refuse to give charity to it, and it's a great idea for black boys, and you don't want to contribute. That's selfish, and that is not practicing Pan-Africanism. That's white supremacy. Why would you not want to see that school up and running? So obviously y'all don't have one central idea either. Did you subscribe to Sabir Bay University?
I wasn't aware of that.
So you're not aware of other Pan-African organizations and movements?
No.
I thought y'all was all organized. I thought you guys were going to show us how to do it. And it seems like you don't know about other Pan-African movements. and you don't even support them.
So I asked you a question about my background, and
Yeah, you did.
I did ask you.
What was the question? Make it short. What's the question?
I showed you my background.
Yeah, you showed me a lot of stuff. No, but what's the question? You said you so you summed it up as. Go ahead. What's the question? See, there's no question.
No, there was a question. The question was, is that if I'm considered would I be considered a FBA if
Could you trace your lineage? No, look, I'm gonna tell you how you're FBA. Okay, so you no, but you don't need to be. You asked the question about
you
FBA.
asked me a question. You said, "Listen, do you have a question?" And
and you asked it.
No,
because it's a bad faith question. You're being disingenuous. Everybody knows it.
Stop.
Okay.
Based on my DNA, it says that my lineage starts in Africa, goes into the Caribbean, and then up to Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, 1786. So would I still be considered FBA?
I don't think so. I think you're going to be classified as an honorary tether. To be honest. You and Unc and ancient mama, Dr. Mayat.
Because what would make that? Because you're being an asshole, or
no? Because your actions, you're anti the lineage.
So actions now makes a person a tether.
Yeah. Well, I know, and honorary
actual lineage.
Wait, hold on.
So
actions. All right, I don't want to mute you. You asked the question. Okay, I don't want to mute you. You said actions make somebody a tether. Tether was always a verb. Their actions always made them a tether. That's a verb. Yeah, I just played Tariq Nasheed give the definition of tether last night, and you guys still don't understand it. Yes, people from the Caribbean, every last one of them is not a tether. Every last person from Africa, every last Hispanic from Central and South America is not a tether, and every foreigner from other places are not tethers. What makes them a tether, DJ Genesis, is their actions. Are their actions? Yes, the word tether is a verb.
Okay.
So yes, so you had that right. And when you're when you're so-called FBA, and when your actions are mirroring, when it's funny, tethers cosplay FBAs, but when an FBA cosplay a tether, they become an honorary tether.
Okay.
So that's the answer. Honorary tether.
All right, thank you. I wanted to just clear that up. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. I hope I answered the question honestly. Yeah. So when a foreigner cosplay us and undermine us, they're a tether. When an FBA cosplay a tether, they're an honorary tether. So Dr. Ancient Mama Mayat, Unc, DJ Genesis, JJ, all these folks are honorary tethers. So yes. So going forward, FBAs can be called tethers too by their actions, and they will be called honorary tethers. Nutty Professor Smalls is an honorary tether. Okay, that's a real the chat funny as hell. Yeah, that's a real term. Now family, they want me to argue Smells' argument. No. You got to go argue that person, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they're afraid to argue with the person who's arguing with them. They want to argue. They want to argue with the person who's not arguing with them. I'm not arguing with that. My goal is not to protect or defend origin stories. My goal and my sole purpose is to defend the lineage. Okay? If you came on slave ships, great. If you were already here, great. But what's greater is your ethnogenesis. So the people that were already here, that you're not the finished product. The people who came over in slave ships, you're not the finished product. Neither one of you are FBA. You got to go through everything to be stamped as FBA, because people came on those slave ships. and they were sent to Liberia and they're not FBA. People who are already here were sent to Liberia and they're not FBA. So your origin stories don't make you FBA. Coming through slave ships or already being here. What makes you FBA is your shared total experiences. That's why I don't argue in the origin story. You're not even FBA. You have to have a shared experience with all of us. That's what makes you FBA. Liberians didn't have that total shared experience. They're not FBA. Drake ain't FBA. It's real simple. Real simple. You have to have the total shared experience. You have to be a citizen, and you have to have the common thing in common, which is chattel slavery. So chattel slavery starts the conversation. If your lineage does not go to chattel slavery, there's no way in hell you're FBA. But you can have a chattel slavery history and still not be FBA. Just ask Liberians. Okay. So you have to. So it's like three things. You have to have your lineage tied to chattel slavery. Then you have to go through the entire experience, Jim Crow, civil rights, all that type of stuff. And you have to be an American citizen. If one of those boxes ain't checked, you are not FBA. Okay. No, tether's not over the place. Tether's a solid definition. Tether is an undermining foreigner. DJ Genesis has always been the definition, never changed. You guys pretend you can't get it, all right? But all of us will collectively tell you the definition. Tether is an undermining immigrant. And it's usually somebody from Africa. Okay, the most tethers come from Africa. I will say that. All right. All right. So anyway, let's go on with the video. Yeah, but the questioning was very bad faith. It was disingenuous. She really didn't want to understand. I guaranteed her if she listened, and as I went on long, she had no disagreements. Everything I said, she had no question for it. She had no rebuttal. She just went on with her DNA thing to give me a straw man argument. But as you can see, I promised her if she let me talk, she won't have any problems. And family, everything I said, she had no problems with. So they are willingly ignorant. And this is why Pan-Africanism is dead. It's a nothing burger because they don't the truth doesn't do anything for them. Okay, so let's finish up.
Doesn't step in. He say, family, let that man cook, and he does not correct that man.
DJ Genesis, the goalpost ain't how far my lineage. The goalpost ain't mine's go further than yours. The goalpost is, can you tie your shit to 1790? Okay, yeah, you don't come over and dictate the requirements of FBA. Okay, if you could tie yourself to 1790 or to a plantation, that's all you need to do. If somebody could trace their lineage back to 1600, good, but that's called overkill. You dig? You're still FBA, and you're no different than a person that could trace theirs to 1780. 1680, 1780, there's no difference. Both are FBA. So no, that's trying to add new requirements. We're not lineage banging. Like, we're not date lineage banging. That ain't happening.
He doesn't correct the man in the other clip. He agrees with him when he says there was in.
So this is trying to cause confusion within the lineage, the same way DJ Genesis did. So family, when they can't beat us and they cannot beat us and they can't defeat us, what they want to do is cause us to argue with each other. So what she's attempting to do is have me argue against folks who believe they already were here, and that 23andMe is fake and false and pseudo. No, that's not my argument. That's your argument. That's Unk's argument. To me, it doesn't matter because they're FBA regardless. Whether they right or wrong, they're still FBA, and that's the bottom line for me.
That one was a eugenic first. Scientific racism, its first one.
All right, so let me get to my closeout, Saneter. You don't want to do tit for tat for us.
What's the purpose of calling? There you go. my African to the
You act like you never scratched your booty before.
So now, as you can see, my name's in the title. I said, Saneter, let me close out. I go to close out, and it's a halfway close out, and he mutes me. Like, my name's the title. The whole show is about me, and I can't even give a nice, good closeout. The dude cuts me off and mutes me. But this is why it's great to have your own platform where you ain't got to worry about that anymore.
May I go next? Because he addressed.
Hold on.
So, can I get the screen?
Yeah, who said that she really DJ? Free speech said it's time to walk the plank, you pirates. He said ICE is coming for you. 1, 2, ICE is coming for you. 3, 4. Hey, I might do a song with that. I might do a little cute song with the 1, 2, ICE is coming for you. 3, 4, don't lock your door. I might do something with that. 5, 6. What we got for that? 5, 6. Put down the construction bricks.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, I'm biased.
First of all, I want to say I sincerely apologize. I'm clearly roasting, joking. For free more time they went through to beat everybody. All right. So now I want to say when we say FBA, right? Because you guys kind of like trying to change the narrative. We say FBA, we are on behalf of 43 million. When that's about a couple people who acknowledge the FBA, we are speaking on behalf of all the 43 Black Americans. We're calling them FBA, okay? Because one, it's true. They themselves are foundational to the country. They're Black and they're American. So it ain't like we just added the F, and the F was for to put the stank on it. Like, nah, we're different than the other Black Americans that go by that terminology, immigrating here from their countries, right? And we're a little different. We're foundational, they're not. That's all that means. So I just want to say that. Now, you said Sanchez. Now, I got to do a Saneter disclaimer. The views and opinions is not mine. Now, you you sat there and let Brother Reggie spew this Black City plan. Now, you notice they ain't called African American Black City plan, so they be killing me. When they want to sell something, it's always Black, but in private, African American. But you let Brother Reggie spew this African American city plan all across the nation. You never challenged that thing at all. That thing is, so I got the same argument. That thing is pseudo as hell, poorly written. It's garbage. 100% garbage, but you don't.
I never read it. I never read it, Ron.
And
I thought it was a book. It was a book or something?
But I never read franchise.
Hey, yo, Sa, can I get time to cook?
Man, can you shut this nut up, man?
Because I never got to respond.
Man, this is crazy. All right, so
this is crazy. Go ahead, Ron.
30 more seconds. 30 more. Okay. Yeah, but that's not fair.
We got to get up out of here, y'all. And I'm gonna let Red Sun close out, man. I'm gonna let Red Sun close out, man. Close out, Red Sun. They're scared of you, bro.
Scholarship, that's not how you conduct a debate, bro.
They scared of you, Red Sun. Close out.
All right, so the dude just made up a whole bunch of pseudo stuff. He literally did not go through the website thoroughly, because the chart that the amount of slaves that went to the United States is under 300,000, I believe.
All right, so this is the argument. That's Red Sun argument. That wasn't part of the show. So now let me show this. So now this was Unc last night. So this is what Unc does, and this is what a lot of these funny guys do. They're trying to build a team of like a bunch of pseudos to try to come at us, right? So watch this. Listen to him from last night. Hey, peace, Tyrone Ling. No. Tyrone Ling. I just thank you for the super chat, Ling's love. But bro, I gotta go to work, man. So tonight was about recapping my stay at Saneter TV. DJ Genesis was a that wasn't planned, but I wanted her to come on because she couldn't even ask the questions on Saneter TV. So I wanted her to ask the questions today. Yeah, but I don't want to be here. Tyrone Long, thanks for the super chat. Lineage Love 999, but I don't want to be here longer than I have to be here. Okay, I gotta wake up. I got a job. Okay, it's already 11:48. Okay, I wake up at 7:30. So that means I'm not gonna have 8 hours of sleep. So I want to finish up this. Every show ain't a call-in show, and this ain't one of them. But tomorrow maybe. But tonight, no. I started really late, as you know, and I want to get off around 12:30 the most. 12:30 the most. I want to be in bed by 1. Okay, so tonight ain't gonna be that. It's Monday. Everybody know Monday is the worst day. You drag on to work, and no, I'm a real hard. I ain't gotta lie. I actually do that, and with the right sleep, I could perform well. So tonight is not gonna be that. I allowed DJ Genesis on because the link is normally for the ops. You know that because we want to hear what they got to say. We want to know what's on their mind. We want to debunk it in real time. But this live is for the recap. The recap. Yesterday, people called in. Guess what? I couldn't do a recap. And then the topic switched all the way to the Damon Dash. You dig? So no. I want to finish up tonight, and then tomorrow we can have an open phone call. But yeah, we'll do it like that.
Free-minded me. What's good, man? Y'all hit that link, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. We doing it right and fashionable. That's how we do it, yo. We keep that shit right, man. Man, so you know we just got off that show. That was show 4. Uncle Saneter, number 4, yo. You know we just did that. That was a great show, though. I enjoyed the show. It was a lot of nonsense. Reckless talking, crazy, man. Glad me and unbiased Ron really call him FBA.
I told you, like, even though me and Unc was going to disagree and go at each other next, I thought it would have been very, very good. And I didn't mind even DJ Genesis and Apostle staying on. I wouldn't mind if it was us 4. And I think, I mean, if the show's about me, I should be allowed to let certain people stay on and have a great dialogue. It shouldn't be random people come on there. So DJ Genesis, Apostle, and Unc and myself that would have been a great show. Saneter allowed every nut on the panel. It was confusing. It was chaotic. Even Unc is saying like, yeah, it was a terrible. It just was terrible. It was just garbage. All right, but anyway, I want Unc to talk about something in particular.
Yeah, man. So we can go ahead and get this thing started right. All right, y'all know how we do it, man. Yeah, we're enjoying this, man. Yeah, because it's right now wheelhouse, y'all. And then we got some heavy hitters, man, that really, really love and support African American history, yo. And give you the straight dope on it, bro. So this what it is, man. They're not getting past this, yo. And I don't want y'all to make the mistake in thinking that we are. Yeah, I'm gonna post a link at the top, yo. I'm gonna pin the message right there, yo. All right, for y'all, right? But I don't never want y'all to think, yo, that we're taking away your right to self-identify, yo. You can self.
Okay, yeah, believe me, there's nobody that could come behind us and clean up our talking points in our language. So they tried to correct us on lineage. They made a stupid Pan-African mistake. They tried to tell us we're using delineation wrong. Their dumbasses didn't understand it. So now listen to this garbage. And I didn't even go over Unc's horrible bad faith, false equivalence of the transatlantic slave trade, Africans selling Africans. He compared that to black drug dealers in America. I mean, if that ain't self-hate, I don't know what is.
Self-identify all you want, yo. It's all good, yo. Yep. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with self-identifying, yo. You can come up with any name you want, yo. All right. It is, man. Man, you want. Let me bring the pseudo killer up here first. What's going on, pseudo killer? Official. Mr. Ortega, what's good, brother?
What it do, God killer? I tried my best to stay out of this conversation. I popped my head up, my name is in the title. Why you want to go do that? Now, if you want to debate, unbiased, since you're framing a conversation you were having with Ankh, a casual conversation as a debate, we can do that because
No.
nonsense.
No. Now, this guy never called in my panel one time. This guy, even DJ Genesis called in. Cedric, I know you're watching, man, in the shadows. You're scared to come out of the shadow, dude. I triple dog dare you to call in one time. Even Chef called in. This guy is trembling to call in. All this debate he doing in JJ and winning a trophy here and there. Dude, you're not on my level at all on debating, bro. You can't debate me on no topic. You be struggling with weak people, man. I'll stop them out. I triple dare you, Cedric, to call in on this topic, FBA. I will cook the shit out you, my guy. And all you're going to do is lie and say you're not a Pan-African. You're a Pan-African, okay? And I super duper duper. I might even pay this guy. I might send this guy $25 cash app to call in. All right, that's how much I know I would destroy this dude. I might even pay him to call in. Dude, you're not on my level at all. You never called in one time. He was in my chat a few times when I was talking about delineating lineage, self-identifying reparations. This coward won't call in at all. He knows better. He know we lit over here. He know where we're at. He listens. He hoping I say something crazy. Hey, family, all they do is listen to me talk, and they're hoping I say something that they can exploit. And then they'll call in. Okay, I'm airtight because they won't call in. So Cedric, you come on, bro. We can debate. What are we going to debate? You got to call in first and see what we disagree on. So call in. Let's chop it up. I'm gonna cook you all about. You don't know no more of Black American history than me. You're Jamaican, my guy. I'm gonna cook you in Africa and I'm gonna cook you in the islands. Okay, I'm gonna cook you in Jamaica. I'm gonna cook you in America, and I'm gonna cook you on Africa, on the continent of Africa. I'm gonna cook you in 3 different places: America, the island, your homeland, and Africa. All right, I'm gonna cook you in all 3. That's why you're not gonna call in. I'm gonna do you way worse than revenue.
You were interjecting and moving. You can shout out to Rob Bourne. Coming full circle.
Let me introduce Rob Bourne. What's going on, Rob Bourne, man? NBK all goddamn day, man. What's up with you, bro?
Hey, family, they're galvanizing all these people for me. Yeah, I don't care. Y'all can form like Voltron. You dig? Go ahead. Bring all these people, man. Bring all these people.
Brother, how you doing, man? What's on your mind, bro? What's up with you, bro?
I don't know, man. I was subjected to a pseudo brigade over there as usual. I normally don't watch that. So I was told that you was over there, so I went to watch it. I haven't watched it in a year and a half, and I just same pseudo brigade. But the conversation is weird. Unbiased kind of shocked me, bro. Because he used to be in this chat. He would be in our chat, and he would be building with us. We asking him for books, and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? So, I mean, it's sort of to what Cedric said. If you make a new group, you need an enemy. So the enemy is Pan-Africanism, right?
Crazy.
Which don't got nothing to do with this shit. And then you need a goal that can't be reached like God. So reparations. But their argument is retarded because if you look up HR 40, the people of African descent are the ones who
All
put
right,
this.
now, family, this is what happens when Pan-Africans outreach themselves. Now, Rob Bourne and nobody that calls himself a Pan-African should ever say the words HR and the numbers 40. Look at the mistake he makes. So, Rob Bourne, hope you're watching, my boy. You're in my lane. You'll get cooked over here, bro. All right? You don't come, none of y'all come to my lane. Yeah, okay, you come to FBA, you're done. Now, look at the mistake he makes, and I'm going to expose this dude. Stay in your lane, my guy. This ain't for you.
Is down, and it's clearly specifying what group they talking about. They talking about the people who came on the slave boat and Jim Crow.
Okay, so now, Rob Bourne, you're wrong. That's not specificity. What are you talking about? People came on the slave ships. There's 12 to 15 million, bro. How is that being specific? And 380,000 came over here. So already you're cooked. How is mentioning the slave ships being specific? That's unspecific because all those people became different people. Some Trinidadian, some Brazilian, some Black American, some Barbadian. You dig? We all became different people. So that's not specific. But I'm going to cook you because you're Pan-African and none of you guys know the reparation argument.
And convict leasing, this don't mean that anybody who just came here get that. So this shit they saying is weird. It's like you never read this shit.
Say that again.
Okay. I'm gonna say it for him, Tether Cedric. HR 40, he said proves people of African descent and already specifies eligibility. Rob, are you dumb? African descent is everybody of African descent. That's recent immigrants from Africa. That's recent immigrants from the Caribbean. And that's also inclusive of FBA. That's not specific, my guy. You're dumb, and Tether Cedric is dumb for glazing you. Okay, and I wish you guys call in right now on HR 40. I will cook y'all, and all they're gonna do, family, is scream and yell because they never looked into HR 40. Are you dumb? I just showed all the appearances that Dr. Sandy Darity did on Dr. Maya channel. Okay, talking about HR 40 specifically and how you had to rewrite it to be more specific because it wasn't specific at all. So he had to write it to be specific to the lineage. He had to make it lineage-based reparations. Rob, you want to know that you're dumb. This ain't your subject, my guy. But you're trying to call me out and you're dumb already. African descent is not specific. That's everybody of African descent. But listen to the foolishness some more, family. This is just more proof that none of them are on my level on this topic. Let's go.
Now, say it again. You need to make a clip of that.
Yo, if you pull up HR 40 and you read it, it's talking about a Pacific lineage. It says by this time, the 4 million. Who's the 4 million they was talking about? They was talking about their...
Wait. You said they were specific and it said 4 million. 4 million ain't specific. You know what specific is? You call people out by name where there's no confusion. And by just saying 4 million, that's confusion. That's confusion. He just, family, is he double talking? He said it's very specific. It said 4 million, but then he won't tell us who the 4 million is. Then he gonna give us his guess. No, tell us how HR 40 defined 4 million. You're going to be cooked tonight.
Census of 1860. That's us.
Yep.
So it's like nobody else. So when you listen,
No, that's not specific. So let me help him out. HR 40, as introduced for decades, creates a commission to study and develop proposals. It does not pay reparations or finalize eligibility. Rob Bourne, you're dumb. Okay, one more time. You said you can look it up. We didn't read it. One more time for you, my guy who does not read. HR 40, this is for Unc and Tether Cedric. All you guys getting cooked together. HR 40 creates a commission to study and develop proposals. It does not pay reparations or finalize eligibility. It discusses people of African descent enslaved in the U.S., but doesn't itself educate claimants. So when you say African descent, that's everybody that comes into the country. Now watch this. HR 40 is a study commission. It's not a payout statute. Eligibility in U.S. efforts that move past study, e.g. modern lineage-based frameworks, is defined elsewhere, not in the HR 40 bill. Typically by lineal descent from U.S. chattel slavery, not a broad any persons of African descent anywhere standard. You can't say African descent and then say it's specific. African descent is all inclusive. African descent, that language is all inclusive to everybody who's African descent who lives in the United States. This is why they can't go nowhere. And family, a shortcut so you guys understand what I'm saying. When you say African descent, you're making it race based, not lineage based.
to it, I'm not African, I'm not African. We created and what we I gotta give you a slavery. What are you talking about? What is this nonsense? But I don't know why you like to mess with that brigade over there, man. But you got a lot of heart, because I can't do it.
He want to get me on his platform, and after I get him, kick me off like he do everybody. He don't want to have a regular conversation. He know ain't nobody howling, screaming. He know how that ain't, trust me, man. Just like I know of him, he know of me, right? I'm not hating on no damn Tariq. I'm saying anybody with the eyes that can see that he produced pseudo-mentries, yo. They not grounded in historical accuracy. Goddamn.
Okay, you see? It comes back down, family. They really telling themselves, even even Rob Bourne, they all tell themselves, all they argue about people, they call abos, Dan Calloway, and then they argue Tariq Nasheed documentaries. That's all they do. That has nothing to do with the 43 million of us. But then they try to attach us in the argument. They try to tie us all in on Tariq documentaries and the abos position. Most FBAs have not seen Tariq Nasheed DVDs or even know who he is. So it's stupid to tie everybody into Dan Calloway and Tariq Nasheed. That's not even realistic. Okay. But so all they want to do is attack Tariq Nasheed website, him personally. It's like, and then the arguments be bad faith. They be reaching.
I can say that without hating on a nigga. You know what real hate is? Hate is if you put out a historical, accurate product, has some mistakes in it, then I'm hating on. Then that be hate. Oh, he made a mistake right here, but that's hating. Nobody's trying to be like. See, if anything, anybody know me from. Stop. Come on, yo. Why y'all always toe that type of line? It's almost
like I said. I was agreeing with you,
No, you're not agreeing. Don't agree with me. Don't agree.
No. I honestly agree with you.
No, you don't.
I think that it's an open question whether they've been.
No, it's not an open question, man. Just like the black soil and all that. That's not an open question.
But I got a hit list. I already cooked I cooked Brother Reggie and a couple others. Cedric, I will lower my standards to beat you up. Okay, because you're not on my radar at all. Like you're like irrelevant as hell. But I will lower my standards to beat you up just for fun. All right. So some of you guys I'm looking past. I don't even see you. But I will swing down. I will punch down for Cedric. Like I would love to just get rid of him. So, bro, whenever you're ready, man, let me know. Click that link. You can email me, set it up, blackthinktank@yahoo.com. Just put Cedric Ortega in the damn chat. And we're going to cook on you. We're going to cook on Jamaica. We're going to cook on Africa. And I'm going to learn you about Black American history. Okay? And we're going to expose how Pan-Africanism is a nothing burger. And it's not even Pan-Africanism. It's called that, but all of its practices have been Pan-Americanism. So we're going to talk about that as well. Not my level at all. Stay argue what you're arguing, Big Bang and stuff like that, dude. Don't come this way. I will end you like I did these guys. They lost hella credibility.
Seriously, I heard people say there's no direct evidence, and they said it so many times that a person would say, hey, man, there's no direct evidence. And then you realize that they don't even need direct evidence to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm saying to me, it's still an open question.
No.
To me.
Yeah. So now you're talking about a pre-Columbian civilization. There's no mixing of.
This is what we're going to do right now. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. The chats. We got to take time off of that, yo. People are highly susceptible to pseudo-synagogue, every stuff in synagogue. Oh, period of susceptible. We chat from Peppy. It's the FBA actually is the most. It's the FBA are actually the most African people in the world. All right, delineating is very tribal, hence African. Also, FBA have the most African DNA admixture.
Hey, family, who is this person saying this dumb shit? He said we are the most African people in the world. Hey, these are some disgusting musty tethers, yo. No, we're not you and you're mad. Now I know really why the Cedrics want to be us so bad. Like, let's just be real. Black Americans, we are the face of dark people in the world. When you put a dark person picture in front of non-dark people, like let's say Spanish, white, Europe, Asia, they're gonna automatically think of Black Americans. Okay, we are the example of excellence and success. We are the literal we are the reasons that dark-skinned people are being respected at all. It's our accomplishments in America got the entire world putting respect on Blackness' name or dark-skinned people name, melanated people. It ain't the Caribbean and it ain't Africa. Okay, it's us. So when white folks come over here, when Hispanics come over here, when Indians come over here, they listen to our music. They speak like us. They dance like us. They don't dance like you. Nothing like you. They want to dress like us. They're not wearing fucking fishnet jerseys like Jamaicans, right? They're not wearing baggy, goofy military shit Jamaicans wear, and they're not wearing a dashiki. They're coming over here wearing exactly what Black Americans wear. They're walking like us. They're using AAVE. They're talking like us, and they're trying to impress us. So if you are non-FBA and you're melanated and you're in America, other foreigners are only talking to you because they mistake you as one of us. So they know that if we actually delineate, and these other foreigners, these non-melanated foreigners, they know that they won't give the non-FBAs, the melanated non-FBAs, they won't give them a time of day of their energy. They think y'all us. So by default, they're speaking to you and they're trying to impress you. No, like I got hella case examples, but FBAs, we know when white people that's like listen to our music and want to be and got some like Black culture in them, Hispanics, Asians, they look for validation from Black Americans, not Jamaicans and not Africans. They look for validation from us. We got to stamp them, and then they feel like, all right, I'm in the culture. When you had Cypress Hill rapping, when you had Eminem rapping, when you got all these the Beastie Boys, like they looked for a validation from Black Americans. So what I'm saying is, if we delineate, then these same white folks, these Hispanics, these Asian people that mistake non-FBAs as us, they're no longer going to do that. They're going to step over them like AI did, Tyronn Lue, and they're going to run to us for the validation. Hey, excuse me, Jamaica, move out the way. Hey, Harrison, let me ask you a question. That's what's going to happen. But because they think you're me, they're going to ask you it. So they're like wearing our experience as like a badge. It's a badge to them. And if we delineate, that badge go away. That badge protects them. They're included to our experience, to our respect, to our greatness. Mistakenly, they're included. So when there's a full delineation, when people know exactly who's FBA and who's not, you're going to see treatment. You're going to see it's going to go left. This is why they don't want to detach from us. Like they know that our Blackness is the excellence that represents melanated people in the world, and they ain't trying to step away out of that sunlight into their shade that their homelands produced. I know that. We know that.
Yeah, I reject the term FBA at this point because it's shrouded in pseudo, but we appreciate that. All right. Unbiased Ron says, let's go back on Saneter Sunday. Not all those pseudos. And right, Kwame. All right, I got you.
Man, get up here right now, man. Nah, man, get up here now, bro. You don't want to be subjected to the pseudo brigade, bro.
Now look at this. Now I was just on a panel of Pan-Africans where they was looking at me like a piñata. So again, family, why do they always want one of us versus 9 of them? I'm live every night with a link right there. You come over here. Why I got to be outnumbered every time I talk to a Pan-African? Why it's never 1v1? They got to assemble a whole team. Saneter did it. Unc does it. DJ Genesis does it. They get a whole team to talk to me. Like, yo, why I just can't talk to one person? And y'all want to talk to me. I'm cool talking to my lineage. Y'all want to talk to me, you come over here. That's simple.
That hurt my ears. It hurt my soul. Like, bro, I'm up here now, man.
Man. Yeah, he say nah. He say pop it. He say pop up.
Hey, yo, listen. Why? Now I said a mouthful, literally on Sunday TV. If I'm so easily defeatable, family, why don't they just say things I said on Saneter TV? Why don't they quote me saying things I say on my channel and then debunking like I do them? When they say stuff, I debunk it like I did tonight. Like Rob Bourne and Tether Cedric ain't no shit about HR 40. That is not specific. That is for African descent. That's POAD. That's POAD. That's people of African descent. That's everybody from the continent and the island that comes to America. That is very all-inclusive. It's not all-exclusive. Rob Bourne, you never read HR 40. All right? And you definitely read in Cobra's website. That's race-based reparations, my guy. It wasn't until ADOS came about where we started to make reparations conversations in court lineage-based. So when Rob Bourne said, hey, man, I don't know where Rob Bourne from. He might be Jamaican or whatever. That's why he got so much vitriol. But Rob Bourne, you did say it's a fantasy. You said a goal that can never be reached. You said our reparations claim, our fight is like a Jesus story, something hoped for but can never be reached. Now that is usually the verbiage of a tether, because tethers are known for losing to white supremacy. They don't have W's without us. We had to go help out Ethiopia defeat Italy. What win do tethers have over white supremacy without our involvement? So a tether will make that type of statement that we fight, that Black Americans will fight for something and never win. Everything. So let me educate you, Rob Bourne. Everything we fought for in America, we got it, my guy. We're undefeated. Now, I don't know where you're from, but I know your homeland is defeated. Everything we fought for America, we won and got it. You better check the record.
Pop up. All right, we got a super chat.
Give an argument for them. I think I can give a better argument than the eyeballs. Even I'm not an eyeball person.
Yes, you is.
But if you want to beat me up, I'll let y'all beat me up. If you want to hear it, I give you my best shot at it. If not, it's all good.
All right, go ahead, yo.
All right.
I know the mob you run with just for the
I ain't tripping. I done beat me up before. You know what I'm saying? Cedric dying to jump me anyway. You hear me? He been waiting.
I just mute my mic. I just said I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right, because I know you. So you finna come off that mute quick. You hear me?
Hold on. Is there a I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go. Is there a correlation between the black soil, black people, black bulls, and the All Max?
I wouldn't know.
A minute. So you reclassifying them? Are you reclassifying them all as Africans?
No, okay, so I'm gonna ask you another question since you answered this, right? What is the name of the organizations that the Free Black Community created? These are Black people on their own. What is the name of them?
What is the name of who?
What is the name of the first organizations that the Free Black Community created here?
Define Free Black Community.
The people who were once enslaved and then became free.
So I still don't know what that means. Wasn't Indians and slaves?
Dude, you couldn't make it more clear.
I'm not talking about. No, we're not talking about organizations.
He's gonna
all right,
run
bro.
if you don't say
So the first called the African Union Society, and that's in Rhode Island by Newport Gardner. And this person directly comes from Africa. He speaks his language.
and we have their writings right now. And that when he's describing why they're forming this organization, he says, for the Africans and the Providence, we were taken from Africa, blah, blah, blah. Then you have
Who is
Prince
we?
Hall. He's talking about the black people that are there.
And where were they
Hold on.
located?
I'm telling you now. Are you listening? I told you Rhode Island. That's that's Rhode Island. Now let's go further. Now you have the Free African Society. That's 1787. This is in Philadelphia. Now this person, Absalom Jones and Richard Allen, make this, and then when
Okay, so he's talking about Richard Allen. He talking about the AME Church. So family, he's naming individuals. Now, I already know I will cook them on this right here. There's free blacks and name saying African. Look, I won't even say it on the live right now, right? Because he's trying to do gotchas. All right, well, we're going to do gotchas on this topic. So, Rob Bourne, when you call in, ask me the same questions you're asking that brother about all of this, about these free blacks naming themselves after African things. And I got some questions for you about those same free blacks and how they're naming Africa. Because all you're going to do, family, is name a handful of people. There was about 300 to 500,000 free blacks. How many of them were calling themselves African? Anything? A tiny percent of those 500,000 free blacks. So all he doing is going to exception and making it the rule. Like, now that's pseudo information. It's garbage.
they make their preamble, we African laws.
Right.
And it goes
right.
all the way down the line. So
Right.
what I'm saying to you is
Prince
this,
Hall
right?
was an
Hold on, wait.
African-American, right? Which
Yeah,
one of those in the South? Which one of them was in the South?
What you mean?
Yes.
The ones that made
You talking,
okay.
Amsterdam talk
I'm gonna give it
and
to
all
you.
type
I'm
of
gonna
stuff.
give it to you. It's called the African. It's called.
Let me ask you this. Why are y'all going in on the FBA?
An hour to realize that the wild ass friend, son booty boo, right? Put up a wild ass source thing. You finally, after 25 minutes, say, yeah, he was wrong source. That's the first thing should have came out your mouth if you was really intellectual. You'd have came up and said, you know what, that nigga was wrong, use the wrong source. But I'm saying it was only 388,000 that actually came to North America. I say, brother, you right. But your wild ass came up here and said, yo, yeah, that nigga was right. The nigga wasn't right because he died at his source. But you don't want to admit that because you ain't got the truth in you, bro. We can have a great conversation right here. Rob Bourne stuck you with some shit. That's an aha moment. Yeah, nigga was an aha moment. But you know what, bro? You don't want to. You don't care.
Rob Bourne said a premise, then act the
You
question.
don't care.
Yeah, family, it ain't got nothing. The dude Rob Bourne came with gotcha questions. Hey, well, what organization did Billy Joe Robinson create when he was a free black? I don't know. What? The African Booty Scratcher Association. Okay. See, you didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Why? What's the problem? You need to know that. Why I got to know that? Because you said you know Black history. I do. But generally, I don't know every last thing that ever happened, just like you don't. So I just corny because I can ask random questions about Black history and he's not going to know. That's garbage. The bottom line, family, is that all roads leads back. It leads everybody back to talking about us and our three main bullet points, not these side topics. They want to talk about side topics. No. Let's talk about the main bullet points. Let's talk about reparations. Let's talk about self-identification, and let's talk about delineation. That's it. So that's for you, Cedric. When you call here, we're going to talk about the main talking points that we talk about. No side ones, no rabbit holes, no branch off, no spin off. Reparations, self-identification, and delineation. You, Rob Bourne, and everybody else. We ain't going to talk about any old thing. We're going to talk about the things that matter the most. And hopefully you guys grow some balls and call in. All right. So with that, family, let me just get some lineage shout outs and we are out. And you see that they really talk for what? They talk for 3 hours and 30 minutes about nothing. And the most views they get, as you know, as you can believe, the most views they get is when they mention our name. When they talk about their regular topics, evolution and Big Bang, nobody shows up. They gotta all mention FBA, and that's not gonna last long. For other channels who's doing that, they got little buzz here and there. Got some. Even SETI had like a little buzz at one point. Look where SETI at now. 5 live viewers. That's gonna be all these guys because people gonna get tired of y'all glazing us and talking about us, saying the same things over and over, debating FBAs who don't really know anything, alleged FBAs. We think those FBAs are actually tethers cosplaying, trying to make us look bad. We don't believe those folks you're debating are FBAs. We don't even know those guys, never heard of them, but they're alleged FBAs. But us with the channels, they don't call in over here. They don't call in where Lex Vortex at. They don't call in where SLEE44. When V4 Vengeance is here, they don't call. When Tyron Ling is here, they don't call. So they cherry pick who they want to call. We want their best. The difference between us and those honorary tethers and those actual tethers is that we want their best. They want any old weakling of our lineage, allegedly of our lineage. That's the difference. I'm not talking to any old light Pan-African. I have fun with them, but then they got to go. Like Dex. I have fun with Dex, but he's got to go. Like, and Dex he's even over here to hopefully use. I use Dex as bait to catch the bigger fish. I'm hoping Ancient Mama Dr. Mayat call in for me cooking Dex. Hoping she like, I'm calling in. I got to set Unbiased Ron straight. I'll be hoping the guy with the Kwanzaa costume call in. Teddy Ruxpin, whatever his name is. So I use Dex as bait. I use Kwame as bait to get one of those guys to call in. Let me defend Your Honor. Let me defend Pan-Africanism. So I can cook the shit out of him. All right. So I'm going to react on 2 other videos that Brother Reggie did on Saneter TV, trying to act like we can't. So tomorrow I'm going to go over it, and I probably won't have any call-ins until I'm done. Okay. So family, you got to be patient. Remember, it's not about you trying to shine. It's about the information getting out and debunking misinformation. So Brother Reggie and these honorary tethers are trying to push this narrative that we are using lineage incorrectly and we're using delineation incorrectly. So I got Unc saying that. I got Reggie saying that. Tomorrow we're going to play what they said in Cook City. We're going to show how they just keep being incompetent on our talking points. You'll never beat us. My life in exchange for yours. Thank you for Lenny's love, man. Lenny's love. He got the tether. Get off the channel. Go back home. All right. So I appreciate the Lenny's love tonight. Let me put the cash app in the building. Unbiased Ron. Anybody? And I'm gonna do a lineage shout out and then we out of here. So I'm gonna pin the cash out. All right, let's do a lineage shout out and we out of here. So we have Taya Carter, we have SLE44, first class citizen, nice watch. We got Fresh Always, C Note Stacks, we got Aztec AZ, we got who else out there? We got Thank God is over. We got VE9Q. We got Darlene Chestnut. We got AI Smart Cities. Tiger Crane Shakir. He said, the more I watch, bro, Unbiased Ron's content, the more I've learned via solid evidence to distrust Pan-African. I'm trying to tell you, man. So I want Cedric to call in because he's the main guy that let Unc put a bat in his back. I was going to be quiet, but I'm going to speak. Dude, you should be quiet. You should be quiet because like the reason why we're so confident, we know that delineating, self-identifying, and fight for reparations, we know that these are all winning actions. There's nothing wrong with those 3 actions. These are winning actions and we're entitled to them. This is our human rights. This is our civil rights. So when people act like we're wrong for those 3 bullet points, we know that they are literally ops and they're team white supremacy, whether they like it or not. And we know that you ain't going nowhere with that. So that's why I'm that confident. Tether Cedric, Rob Bourne, y'all want to try your luck? Come over here, but we're not gonna talk about what you want to talk about. We're gonna talk about what matters the most, right? What's your problem with our core stance? And that's it. That's it. You're gonna answer to that. And I got a few more questions for you, and then you give some answers. I might have some pushback, and then you can ask your questions. But no, you're not gonna come over here and I'm gonna be the pinata. No, sir. You're gonna sit down in the hot seat and we're gonna talk about Pan-Africanism first. Then I'm gonna ask you questions about our FBA stance. And then after I go a couple rounds with you guys, we can put me in a hot seat and do it vice versa. All right. But you know they're not gonna accept that challenge. You know they're not. All right. Anyway, let me finish shouting out. We got Ray FBA in the building. We got Miss Leah in the building. We got who I see? Oh, we got Cranky TV. We got okay, so that's all I can see for right now. I can't go back any I can't go up any that DJ Genesis woman is a damn tether. That's what Braveheart Britt said. DJ Genesis, they're saying that your 23andMe is some AI stuff. You made that up. Yvonne Cox in the building. Yeah, so DJ Genesis, they saying you a tether. All right. But I want Rob Bourne and I want Cedric to come over here and sit in that hot seat. Y'all will not be allowed to drill me. No, sir. I'm not the pinata. I was the pinata already basically all month. I went to Saneter panel pinata. I went to JJ channel pinata. I went to Unk's channel and I was a pinata. I was a pinata 3 times. Okay, so I made myself vulnerable to questions and I did well on all 3 channels. Y'all turn. All right, let's see y'all can survive my questions. I know y'all can. Because y'all don't know more than me. You did on this topic. You don't know more than me. And I'm going to expose it. All right. So with that being said, let's go here. And like I said, try your luck. You know, you guys be reading Black history, right? NBK, true story. Y'all be reading Black history. Y'all know some shit. Well, call in. Call in. You should feel confident then to call in. All right. Right? Ain't that right? Y'all be studying Black history. But y'all should feel really confident, call in and survive my hot seat questions, which I know you can't.
They don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they don't like us. We the original, #1, uno, we're not alike, you know. Y'all are like we made in the image, our likeness. Our image is righteous, our lineage is priceless. You can't buy or sell it, they tried it, they tried to sell it, they tried it. They not like us, they not like us, they don't like lookalikes, they don't like us, they not like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they not like us, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they don't like us. They not like us, they not like us, they don't like lookalikes, they not like us, they not like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they not like us, they not like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they not like us, they don't like us, they don't like us, they don't like lookalikes, they not like us. We the original, #1 on the road, we're not out like you know. Y'all are all liars, like we're made in the image and likeness. Our image is righteous, our lineage is priceless. You can't buy or sell it. Can't ever sell it, it's right.
Yeah. So we should be back here tomorrow. DJ Genesis, I'm disappointed in you. You called in, you had no sincere question, you just trolled. You try to give me an argument that I don't even argue. So that was weak. And then you called in to pretend like you was gonna try to understand our talking points, and you were not listening at all. Zero. You were locked in, and as a result, you were locked out.
That show me subscribe.
Make no mistake, we're the only black people and y'all the only eat rat, eat cat people. You ain't black, you ain't that. Matter of fact, your black is repo, I'm taking it back. Cause y'all making it whack, faking jacks, y'all from the slave, raiding the tax. Bitch. We built the foundation, our innovations were groundbreaking. Y'all ain't wanna get down, now you're around, hating, faking, with the linear in and out, the ground shaking. Someone say, FBI, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say, Someone say, FBI, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say, Make no mistake, we're the only black people and y'all the only eat rat, eat cat people. You ain't black, you ain't that. Matter of fact, your black is repo, I'm taking it back. Cause y'all making it whack, faking jacks, y'all from the slave, raiding the tax. Breaks, pause, we built the foundation, our innovations were groundbreaking. Y'all ain't wanna get down, now you're around, hating, faking, wiggling and eating, now the ground shaking. Someone say, FBA, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say, Someone say, FBA, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say,
We have to start supporting ourselves. We have to add value to our content and our voices.
Hey, haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me at home, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $, unapologetically. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Haters gon' hate, supporters don't it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $, unapologetically. Please don't hate on it. Please support on it, I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $, unapologetically. Cash app, $, unapologetically. Cash app, $, unapologetically. I'm really real, one of them ones that they dumb. Thumbs up, subscribe, cash app, $, unapologetically.